Good to go.
Okay. So just a quick recap on last time. Obviously, we opened up outside the chapel, St. Andrew's Church. Everything was burning down. You guys were, well, Bruce was a bit worse for wear, a bit charred. And as you were sort of catching your breath, the rest of the town started to come to the point of the fire. So you had Erwin and a couple of his guys came, and he said that he would basically follow his lead, and he'll try and clear your name a bit. Then you had the Burgomaster and Isaac come with some guards. He was obviously a bit peeved that since you showed up, everything's gone downhill. His all will be well mantra is well and truly gone up in smoke. And he was ready to basically throw you in the slammer and throw away the key. But Erwin stepped up. He said that you had got rid of Strahd, and that was the reason that the spawn had left as well, which obviously held a bit of favour. He also revealed to the town that the inn had run out of wine, which is obviously quite a devastating blow for the Barovians, as this is their lifeblood and this is their
Priorities.
Yeah, it's everything they need, their happiness. So he made a deal. He said these guys, these adventurers, are going to get the wine back, and the Burgomaster gave you 4 days. So we went back to the inn that night with Irina and young Yeska, and you had a somber night of eating, discussing plans for the next day. Irina decided she'd had enough of your pity and playing her head down, and she was going to step up, and she joined your party to seek revenge for the death of Father Lucian. So you set off the next day, next morrow, along the trail to the winery. On your way, can't remember if you encountered anything along the way. Oh, you heard howling. You heard howling and stuff in the woods, didn't you? But nothing bothered you on the route. But as dusk set in, you decided that you'd check out the tower and the water, since it was one of the things that was mentioned potentially in your card, and it's something that you were interested in, and it might be a good setup for the night. So you came off the road, ventured to the tower on the lake, where Solidus just went right up and knocked on the door and got a little shock.
A little shock.
The entire building was covered in lightning and it was blown backwards. After a short time of investigating, and also Blight doing a bit of handiwork on the cart that was outside the front, you managed to work out that it was a dance sequence to get into the door, which
As all
you carried
good
out.
door traps should
Yeah.
be.
You carried out. You managed to get inside. Your next your next hurdle was the lift, which I guess you went with your adventure instinct and immediately attacked the clay golem, innocent statue he was,
Vanquished the enemy.
who immediately just fought back and would have absolutely wiped the floor with you all had you not left, but you did. And anyway, you went back in. Solidus the Wise this time simply decided to ask if they would lower the lift, and they did. And upon that, you had access to the top floor, which you found to be a dwelling where someone had been staying recently. It was still in quite bad disrepair, but there's signs of life, wood by the fire. And as you searched the room, you found hidden in a secret compartment in the wall a book that looked old, worn, and precious to certain people.
That was in the tower, right? Not in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
in the tower. Yeah, top floor and hidden in the wall. And upon reading it, you found out it was the Tome of Strahd, which.
Sorry, one sec, Paul. 59
Okay.
right away. Are they? Why?
I'm just going to reconnect anyway, because I can't see you all.
It's on at the front of the car park. I think Go out and then turn left. I think it's one of the ones on the left. I think so. Or it might be the right. It's one of those houses, though, I think. Sorry, Paul.
Posty always knows.
Yeah.
Every house in Hull. It's all right. So yeah, you found the Tome of Strahd, which gave you an insight into his backstory. Some more information on Tatiana, which was a name that you'd heard, but you didn't really know anything about. And then it's come to dusk. We're going back a little bit because I think you did say that you slept the night, but we'll go to just before you go to bed, and you have just found the tome and read from it. And the tower is yours. If you want to rest for the night,
Whoa.
are you going to set up a watch? Are you going to do anything like that?
Yeah, I
I
guess
don't
we need
consider
to.
any of that, and I just immediately go to sleep.
You've had some pie, haven't you?
I have had some pie. I had half a
Oh,
pie
fucking
today.
hell.
So Solidus, you curl up in a corner, finding you're not fussed about the warmth of the fire or anything like that, but you curl up and immediately you're out like a plank.
Excellent.
Your mind wanders off into the realm of dreams and the ecstasy that you've become accustomed to.
I'll take a watch.
Okay. So
Although I already have pressed long rest at the
yeah,
end
that's
of the
fine.
last
That's
session,
fine.
but
That's fine.
hopefully
You
we
can
won't
press
get
long
attacked.
rest.
But yeah, I
So-
guess Callan could watch, couldn't he? Because he only needs 4 hours sleep.
Yeah, Callan takes the 4 hours of meditation.
Yeah.
While
I'm
you
gonna
take the
curl up
first
into
watch.
my wings then.
Yeah, Blight, you enclose your wings around your body. Irina makes a small fire, and then huddles down next to it for warmth.
Could I just
As this
speak
place-
to Irina, actually? Obviously, having read this,
Yeah.
I read it out. Did she react at all to any of the information that was being said?
As you're reading it, her expression was one of confusion, but a slight realization as well.
All right.
Give me a perception check.
Perception check. 19.
Or maybe actually insight. It's same modifier, so it'll be 19 as well.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So as you're reading it out, obviously with you mentioned Tatiana, you are looking at Irina, and you see that the confusion as you're reading, when you get to the section where it's talking about Tatiana jumping from the like precipice, you see almost like a wave of sort of recognition on her face when you discuss that bit.
Really?
But she's been, ever since you've read it, it's not that long since you've settled down, but she's been relatively quiet, withdrawn.
Irina, I couldn't help but notice some of this passage seemed familiar to you. I mean, after all, we've come this far, and we're all very much aware that Strahd is after you, and he does seem to believe that you are this Tatiana of which is written in here.
She sort of looks around the room, sees that everyone else is begin to go to sleep, and she looks up from where she's laying. Bruce, my mind is a wave of confusion. When I was young, when the burgomaster of Barovia first found me, I used to have a dream. I'd be running along a raised balcony, and then I'd hurl myself from the end. At first I was scared. I was worried I was going to die, but every time I'd wake up before I hit the bottom. And then, after a few months of the dream, it began to feel more of a release, more of freedom, and I enjoyed falling. It lasted for maybe a year on and off, but I haven't had it in a long time. You reading that passage brought back the memories. I don't understand, Bruce. How can I not be me?
How old was you when the burgomaster brought you into his family?
I was a young girl, no more than 7 or 8.
Is there any indication in? Sorry, this is for DM. Any indication in this tome of Strahd or anything that suggests that he was a kid and at this point, or
Make a history check.
like did he stop aging as soon as he turned into a vampire, or did he carry history? Ooh, 17, -1 on the history.
17. You haven't really heard of stuff like child marriage and that. It's not really a normal thing in the realm. So you'd presume that if Sergi was getting married to Tatiana, they'd be of a wedding age, which would at least be like 17, 18. Your knowledge of vampires isn't really enough to know whether they stop aging.
How old's Irina now? Has she told us?
No.
Irina, how old are you now? Just, I know it's a sensitive subject for females, but
Females.
I am. One
Broads.
second. I am 27.
So she's definitely aging.
Hmm.
Could it
Yeah,
be that this?
She's not 8, mate.
Well, no. Could it? Could so you definitely
God.
remember a life, a good 10 years of living and growing up with the burgomaster and his family?
That is all I remember. I don't remember my childhood before. The burgomaster took me into his home, and Ismark was like a brother to me.
It's awfully strange.
Bruce, do you believe in souls?
Well, that was my next thought, that perhaps your soul left that body and went into another one. I've heard of reincarnation before.
But if this is the case, then why me?
Maybe you have unfinished business.
Perhaps. I know from my time in this land, there's people who seem empty. But I don't know what this means.
Either way, Strahd isn't going to stop, it seems,
No.
until he has you back.
And if I stay with people in the village or the towns, people get hurt. You're the one group who I feel can fight against him.
I confidently smile. Yes, we can. Fuck that guy. I'll do, and I hope everyone shares the same sentiment. We'll do everything in our power to keep you safe from this tyrant.
Thank you, Bruce. It really is. It means a lot to me.
Sleep well, and try not to jump out of any balconies.
At that, she half smiles and curls up. And goes to rest. So, what are you doing on your watch? Just having a goosey out the windows? I presume you've closed the trapdoor, the lift.
Yeah, we'll secure everything. I mean, to be fair, I'll just leave it for Callan. Yeah. I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah, okay.
The wank.
So,
Have a quick.
after the 4 hours,
quick wank.
Callan obviously comes out of his meditation, offers to take over the shift, and the night goes through uneventful, apart from animal wildlife outside and the howls from the forest. There's nothing comes to the tower. And as the dim morning light comes through the window, you wake to the sound of the forest. You all wake except Solidus, who has about another couple of hours.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Morning.
Morning, brother. Rest well.
All things considered, yeah, not too bad. About you?
Surprisingly well. I feel like we're on the right path now. I feel like we're one step closer to leaving this place, and yeah, I feel good about it.
Between you and me, what should our next move be?
Well,
I think we
and at
stick
that
to
point,
our.
Callan says, "And me?" Or he's talking to him. It's not a big room, and he is awake.
Oh, fucking hell! Forgot you were there.
Moves
Yeah, and
slightly
you
closer.
too.
I think we stick to the plan. We search for the wine. What's his name? What's his fucking name? What's his name? What's his name?
Landowner.
Yeah, Erwin. Erwin, isn't it?
Owen, yeah.
Erwin's been incredibly good to us, so I think we stay true to our word and help him, and see where that leads us.
Alan, you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. It is the path we should take. And as you discuss and the dim lights coming through, you hear a tap on one of the windows to the north.
Oh, really?
Like a
I'll go over and have a look.
As you look out, you see Boneclaw perched on
Hey.
the small ledge outside, tapping on the window.
Ah, let him in.
So you lower the trapdoor in the center of the lift, command the golems to lower it. And you know by now from using it a couple of times and trying to lever that using simple command words at any level of the structure will make the lift go up and down. And as you lower it, Boneclaw flutters into the space and comes to your feet, Blight, and drops a small dead mouse at your feet, and then steps back and begins to prune itself and bow its head, squawk slightly.
Thanks, buddy. I'll pick up the mouse.
It would be rude not to eat it, Blight. Breakfast for you.
I pretend to, whilst covering my face with my wings and going, You can tell I'm a dad, can't you?
Yeah. At that, Boneclaw hops up onto one of your shoulders and begins to prune at your wings again.
Oh, I love Boneclaw too.
Irina is awake, and here he is, and
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, mate.
tucking into some of the rations that she's packed. You all begin to eat your morning rations.
You fell out of the window, Aaron, and you're dead.
Again.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
More
Couldn't
like
catch you.
threw myself
Cannon.
out the window. Can't stand it.
Your pants were down when you went to sleep.
Joke's on you, I don't sleep. I knew everything that was
To be
going on.
fair,
Jokes on you, I don't wear pants.
you took the watch of the night. So, Solidus, after a couple of hours of everyone else being up, you do wake, and I need you to make a. Where's your thing?
In the meantime of him, like in the couple of hours we have,
Yep.
can I go down to the cart and just clear it out of anything good?
Yeah, sure.
Are we still upstairs?
Mm.
You are so
Yeah,
far.
so all you've missed is we had a
Recap,
conversation with
recap,
and then a conversation with Irina, asking after reading that tome of Strahd if she remembers any of it, or if it rings any bells, and she feels like it does, but almost like it's a different life. And then we all speculated that maybe her soul left that body and has entered this new body.
Right.
Potentially.
Standard.
She was on board with that idea as well, so potentially.
She was real into it.
So just give me a Constitution save, please.
Yes. 13.
You rock guy.
13. Let me have a look.
Blake's still dead.
Okay,
What?
13.
What'd you
So
say?
I said, is Blake still dead? Is he still a demon?
He's
He's in the world.
A demon, man.
Mhm.
You're you wake up and the wave of sadness comes over you, but sadness isn't really something that you felt before from your tribe. Emotions are obviously limited, but anger is something that you often feel more than sadness. The wave of depression comes over you, but you shake it off. You grit your teeth, and you don't have the urge to eat pie.
Whoa.
Just like real life.
You suck
So
that tear
it's
back in.
up to you what you want to do for that.
Right, I'll go stand by the window and look out upon the land and just clench
Okay.
my fist a little bit. I'm so angsty.
So you look out, and the tower is now empty because I think everyone. Callum, would you have gone down to check out the cart, or would you have
No,
waited with
I'm gonna.
Solidus?
I want to check out more of this room if I can.
Okay, cool. So Irina would come down with, I guess, Blight. You're going down.
Yeah, me and Boneclaw will fly out the window.
Okay. So let me just shift you down.
Did I thought we searched the room because that's how we found the letter of Strahd, right? Or did
You
we?
have done a search on the room,
Okay.
yeah. But there is, yeah, there's a big suit of armor in the corner and stuff like that. So,
It's a clue.
right, we'll do the cart first.
We've searched the room, but we haven't searched this thing.
I got a really big clue.
A raging clue.
That South Park episode is awesome.
Yeah.
So you are. What do you want to do in the cart?
Well, I just wanted to clear it out. We'd already sort of searched in it, haven't we? I've got a
Yeah.
note here to take the vials because apparently
Yeah.
the
So
vials could be useful.
who's taking one off?
I'll ask the expert Blight to maybe remove a couple of vials if you can with his
Okay.
dexterous hands.
Yeah, I need him to make a dexterity check.
Okie dokie. Oh no. I'm gonna. 8.
Hey, who's in the cart and who's around it? Where are you all stood?
I have to
Butterfingers.
use my hands.
Well, I wouldn't have been in it. I would have been waiting outside.
Okay.
Nice.
Just poisoned myself, haven't I?
Oh Jesus. All right.
Worse.
So you go. You've already got the stuff out. So the stuff you took last time, you took out of the wagon. So that stuff you can dish among yourselves. What's left is mainly this person's the clothes, the stuff you didn't take, any of the treasures and stuff like that. Blight, as you go back underneath, well, you can go in and out the door, can't you? Because you loosed the trap. So as you go in, you go to unscrew one of the vials from the roof where these 100 are hung, and you manage to slowly undo the knot. And as you bring it down, Boneclaw squawks loudly outside, and you flick it up and miss it as it catches. As it hits the floor, it ignites in a ball of flame, which then ignites all 100 vials which are hanging from the ceiling.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
need
Fucking hell, Kurt.
Blight, Solidus, Blight, Bruce, and Irina all to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, Jesus. Should have done this last night. Constitution saving throw.
Where's that? Sorry,
Oh,
on here. On
and
the sheet.
so I think your saving throws are near the top, and you,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Blight and Bruce, you have disadvantage. Irina has a normal.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna re-roll.
Oh, fuck's sake. I just got 10.
I got
So
4,
10.
but I'm gonna use a lucky point to re-roll.
They're gonna be one of them nights. They gotta be the low
I had a
rolls are
banger
out
last week.
already.
This is going to be bad.
Yeah, it's karma.
I'm staying out of combat tonight.
8.
So we got 10, 8. What did Irina get?
Where is she? I need to keep her up. Where is she? There she is.
You got her?
Saving throw, wisdom. I can't see it. She hasn't got saving throw.
Just do a normal thingy check for her then. It'll be the same, I guess. Do you want me to have a look at her?
No, it should be more.
Let me have a look. Saving throw, she's only got wisdom and charisma, so she doesn't have constitution as a saving throw, so it's +0. So just do a straight roll. What'd she get?
8.
8. Cool. Just bear with me.
Holy sh!
So
Holy shit.
everyone,
Nice.
Bruce, Blight, and Irina will take 52 fire damage.
Sorry.
When you're looking
52.
out that window, sorry,
Yeah.
you feel the foundation shake.
Yeah, literally,
Chandeliers
Solidus, as you look out the window, you see Bruce standing outside and Irina near the wagon. And all of a sudden, there's a huge explosion, and the wagon is
Oh
blown
my
to
God.
smithereens. There's nothing left where it stood apart from a giant fireball and burning ashes, which, in fact, one of the pieces, like one of the small window trims, flies up and pings off the top window where you're looking out of this smouldering bit of wood. So, how is everyone?
I'm dead.
I'm
I'm
fine.
dead.
I
Dead,
really
Someone
dead
put my
as well.
hand.
Dead,
Someone
or
put my
just
hand on
unconscious
Solidus'
dead?
shoulder.
Well, unconscious.
I would love it if this is how the curse of Strahd ends.
Hell of
You're
a
just
curse.
unconscious. Is Irina unconscious as well?
How many hit points? 28. She might be dead.
Got
She's
33.
dead.
No,
No, she's just alive. She's just
she's
alive.
just alive.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you nearly described the story there.
So Bruce was like last night, Aaron. Bruce was like, Irina, I'll protect you.
Great, okay.
So
What's
Solidus,
the radius on this explosion? It's like we're definitely all caught in it
yeah,
because we wasn't inside it.
it's 100 bottles of alchemist fire.
Really looking forward to having that alchemist fire.
Fucking hell.
I'm kind of glad that we don't have it if it's that unstable.
Could have come in handy.
It's,
Could have blown up Strahd.
It's a
Oh, why not
creature.
say
It's a
no?
bit like transporting. It's a bit of a
It's a
bitch, isn't
30-foot blast radius.
Right.
it?
Luckily, Boneclaw flies up into the sky.
Hey.
So
He's
yeah,
never seen
Solidus, all your friends are dead outside.
I'm just looking at this fireball, these burning corpses, and I just tend to kind of go, "Oh shit!"
Alan, as
Oh
you
my
run to the
God.
window, you also see this.
Yeah, I put my hand on his shoulder to look out the
Okay.
window and be like, it'd be like that sometimes. Well,
You fucking
I really want to
kid.
look around up here, but I feel like we should go offer aid. Maybe.
Maybe we
Like,
take a
I
slow
think I know
walk.
medicine.
If
take
you
a slow
hold, they'll
walk
have
to
to
the
make
left.
death saving rolls.
Yeah, we'll take a slow walk. Because there's no way they survived that.
Here's a tip. Heal Irina.
Oh, top tip.
Don't listen to him, Alex.
All right, I'll cut her head off.
I'll go
Here's
stand on her throat.
because she's got what she
I'm kind of
got.
intrigued to know where the
Cat?
story goes if
She
she's
can
dead.
she can heal us.
Yeah, she can heal the
Ah,
others because
okay.
she's got heal spells.
Pull yourself together, woman. I don't think.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I say
I'll
first
get
floor.
you guys down here. Hang on.
Well,
First
that's
floor,
there goes
please.
the fucking spell slots for the day. Fucking hell. Blight.
Hmm.
You're supposed to
Fuck
be,
off,
you're
Kurt.
supposed to be
I
good
mean,
at these
Bruce.
things.
I'm having a
How
bad
you
roll
healing?
day.
How are you healing Irina? Potion
Cure
or
wounds,
cure wounds? Okay.
touching her, but I want to
Sweet.
touch her.
What'd she get?
But I can't.
She gets 1d8 plus 2
Okay.
of sweet,
Kurt,
sweet healing.
do you
Well, I
want to roll
haven't.
it for her?
Well, I haven't got.
I've got spells. I've
Spells.
got cure
I
wounds.
can't
I've got
adjust. I
three
can't
more.
adjust her hit points or anything on this thing that you've given me.
I'll just run around, Paul, going pow, pow, pow.
That's
So
fine.
Can I do
Can't
it
do it
on?
on her. You can do it on a token, yeah. So if you click on a
Okay.
token, press the green, and then do minus or plus a number. So I rolled a 5, so 6. So she's got 7 hit points. I'll put that in.
I've done
I'm
it.
gonna go like kneel down next to these two Chad corpses.
So she does. It's just that she's going to cast Mass Healing Word
Yeah,
Oh, fuck
save your spell con.
at 3rd level.
4. Is that added as well?
This is an A start.
Is Mass Healing Word just that? 6 creatures, 1d4. Yeah, it's just 1d4, so we all
Yeah,
wake up
because
to
it
4.
heals so many people, doesn't it? So
Has it-
Yeah,
She got to do it for like an hour as well.
no. It's instantaneous.
Well, shit.
nice. So
At least everyone's not dead.
Bruce and Blight, you have 4 hit points each, and you come back to consciousness.
My God.
Literally, Blight, your eyes are like, what the f just happened? Because I was holding the thing, I dropped the thing, and
Ugh,
now the cart's gone.
what the fuck happened to the cat? Blight, what happened?
I just
Like-
I kicked some flaming debris on the ground, like, fucking
Yeah.
useless.
I kneel
ground
down
isn't
next to
gone.
Blake and I look him dead in the eye and I say, whatever you do, don't look at your hands. Just like this. I'm holding them. You'll never play the piano, man.
Your wings,
They look
Blight,
like
your wings are
mints.
like in tattered ruins at the moment. But they do. Your wings slowly heal as the healing spell comes. But like, you've got a few burnt feathers on the end of there as well.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. It was another trap.
Blight, it was the same trap.
Yeah. Well,
It's a trap. Okay, so
took a master rogue to get it.
that's the wagon gone.
Right.
What do you want to
We
do
did
now?
take. I've got a list of
Back
things we took out last
upstairs
night.
and-
Yeah,
We didn't take the vials, obviously, but you had the crossbow bolts with the silver tip, Solidus.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's another battle axe and a flail, a couple of bits.
are you heading back up, Callan?
Yeah, I'm going back up to the roof now that everyone's safe.
I'm
The
just-
funniest
I'm
part
not
is as
down.
well, because you used the lift to go down, it moves really slowly, so your friends are dead outside, and you're just like, jing, 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 jing.
Elevator music playing.
Yeah. Okay, so you're back in the top room, Callan, while you guys outside sort of just try and make sense of what just happened.
So there's no wagon, like the wagon's gone.
The
The wagon's gone. There's just burnt bits of wood
Blown to
scattered
pieces.
everywhere, and there's like rags of clothes which have almost incinerated, and there's nothing left.
Brilliant.
Whoops. That's all I say. Whoops.
Looking like a cartoon character with like your eyebrows like blown off and your hair.
Well,
swept back.
can we take a short rest?
Yeah, I'd say you probably want to. You rest up outside the tower on the ground floor while Callan goes back up.
Can you roll for? Can you roll
Yeah.
for Irene? Oh, I just rolled hit points. I don't know what I just rolled there.
4.
I clicked on
Says
hit
I can-
points. Does that mean that?
Let me have a look at a hit die.
I'm
get her open, then
confused
we
going
can-
between two people here. I'm struggling a bit
It's okay.
because I can't use
I
that
can,
sheet on roll 20. It's too just doesn't make sense to me.
She has 1d8. I'll
does a
keep
short
her
rest
open.
tell
I
you?
can thingy.
So with a short rest, you can. Where is it?
Use your hit
point.
die, can't
You
you?
can use your hit die, but I can't find where. Oh, click on short rest,
Yeah.
and you can mark off a hit die.
Yeah.
And do it. Oh, I can use Sacred Oath and recover all of my HP during a.
Yeah, I've got a recover. It's called. And it says reset maximum HP changes during this rest.
Does it say anything underneath recover?
Hang on. It's gone now. Let me try again.
Because you're not supposed to be able to do that. Mine says that I can use my sacred oath.
It doesn't say anything underneath.
What do you want to do in the top of the tower?
I am going to have a look at that suit of armor.
I go
Okay.
back with him.
Make a investigation check.
Investigation. 20. 17 plus 3.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you see etched. So it stands like a normal suit of armor. It's dusty. There's like a bit of mildew growing up some of the metal, and some of the pieces have rusted. But it stood on a like mahogany base, and as you look around the base, you sort of get on your hands and knees. There's a word carved in. It's really faintly carved, so you can't quite see it. And the word is Kazan, Khazan.
Is it in the language? Or is it common?
Kazam!
It's in common, yeah. It's just one word.
I just say the word.
As you
Um,
say the word Kazan, the
Kazan!
armor begins to move.
Shit.
It stands more straight up. It adjusts its head, and it stands to attention in front of you.
Shit. You got yourself a suit of armor, boy. That is your friend.
Is that all it is? It just stands up.
Yeah.
Taller.
Yeah, well,
Give
it goes from
Give it a
like
command.
I do a Terminator. Stand on one leg.
it raises one leg up off the ground,
Right,
balances.
tap its knee. Put your leg down.
It puts its leg down.
Oh,
Alright.
this is going to be cool.
Punch Solidus.
Nope.
It moves forward across the room and makes an attack on Solidus. One
Brilliant.
second. Let's get it on the board.
Stop. Stop. Alright, okay.
It ceases
Cool.
before it gets to him, but
Oh,
it's literally at the point where its fist is raised, ready to. So you currently have control of. I'll put it in your.
oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Bring him along
I'll
for
put
the
it in
ride.
your thing. Let's have a look.
Out to Callan, I say, when you die, I want that
What
suit of
happens
armor.
if you say the name? What happens if you say the word?
Kazam!
You did.
As you say it, the armor turns towards to look at you, Solidus.
Shit, we can all adopt this kind of
Oh, awesome.
armor. I say, oh, that's too much responsibility for me. Go back to following Callan. Callan, say Kazam.
Never. Kazam.
Okay, and as you sort of bounce the word back
Which
between
fucking
each
playing
of
with
you, it stands to attention facing you. So you have animated armor in your journals, and obviously whoever said the word is in charge of it.
I'll keep as a bodyguard.
Yeah,
Don't tell the others. This is going to be fun. I'll see if they notice. What's on the table next to the suit of armor? Is that?
So the table was just like burnt pieces of parchment. It looks like there would have been a writing desk at one point, but any evidence of paper has been removed or burnt on the fire.
Is there anything underneath the bed? So no people like
That
to
would have
keep
come
things
up
in-
on the search that Bruce did yesterday.
yes,
So
yes. Hmm. Is there anything on the ceiling?
Irene is going to cast Healing Word on herself.
do you want me to roll for it?
I've just done it.
Cool. The ceiling, all you see is the beams that point up into the pinnacle of the roof. You just see the rotted beams. There's nothing of interest. Again, that would have come up in the search that Bruce did.
Just in a quick browse, there's nothing. You say it's dusty up here, right?
Yeah, it's like
There's nothing that
it
isn't
looks
dusty.
uninhabited, but there has been recent signs of living there. So the bed's made. There's wood by the fire. Some of the dust has been cleared where you've been sleeping,
Right.
but it's not like weatherproof to a full extent. It's basically an old tower which someone is squatting in, by the look of it.
Go on. Judging by the suit of armor, is it? Have we seen this type of armor before? Was this from the town?
The suit of armor is very similar to the one that you saw in the Durst household that you ended up throwing over the balcony.
Right.
Excellent. I think
Good
Seems like a
times,
bit of
guys.
an OP thing, doesn't it?
I think we
Bit of
should
an OP project.
give
Go
it a
on.
weapon.
I think it is a weapon.
Yeah.
I think
How much hardcore would it be if we gave it something?
you could go to sleep in it, and it could walk you to your destination.
Oh, that's neat.
The wrong trousers, Gromit.
Yeah, pretty much. Just wake up at your destination. It's just powering along.
Tell you what, he'll be handy if I fall asleep again and you got to move me.
That's true.
Yeah. What are you again? You're a giant, are you?
I'm a fucking Goliath.
Does it look like Solidus would fit in this armor?
It might be too small for me.
Let me have a look at it.
I'm real damn tall.
Or is he an XXXL?
It's a barbarian class, which is also my class. You suggesting I wear it like an Iron Man suit?
I'm thinking like we could, if it can fit you, it can fit anybody. But we could capture people, put them in it.
You can try.
All right. Yeah, because if you wear it, I will make it do some stuff.
Do some stuff.
Yeah. I say we'll go back on the elevator, and I tell the suit of armor to follow us.
Okay, so at first there is a bit of confusion between you and the armor. It tries to stand on the elevator while you're on it. However, the elevator can only fit one person. So after about
Have I got to be specific?
No, after about 10 to 15 minutes, you work out that the armor has to go on first. Then you command the lift to go down, then you get on. And you work it out. And in this time, the guys below have managed to take a short rest.
Yeah. No, you wait there. You wait there. I go down first, then you come down.
And then I say,
just stares at me.
so I wait here.
So, as you guys tend to your wounds, you've all begun to heal yourself up and sort of to just make sense of what happened. You see Callan, Solidus, and this new Tin Man friend coming out of the tower.
I draw my sword.
Say,
Watch
whoa,
out! Look out, guys! There's a animated armor behind you.
He's a friend.
A friend?
Yep. He needs a name. Let's take votes on a name.
Sheath your weapon, Bruce. This guy's on our side. His name is Jeff.
Jeff?
Jeff.
Here's Jeff.
Why do you get to name him?
Because I found him.
Yeah, flaming alive. Bloody.
Look, if Blight's allowed a bird, I can have a suit of magical armor.
You need a phone call after this. Guys, I'm struggling with how healed I should be now after a short rest. It didn't.
You can use as many hit dice as you want. I think you have a set hit dice you can use. So it should be, when you click short rest, it should say how many hit dice do you want to use.
Yeah.
And then it will put it up however many the hit dice are, I think.
It hasn't really done anything, that's all.
I think you have to roll them. So what is your hit die?
It says hit dice 1d8. Oh, I see. So I roll a d8. Sorry, I'm with you.
And then plus whatever it says to plus.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Which is normally a constitution modifier, I think.
And how
Four,
many
one,
die total have
7.
you got? You could just use a few.
5.
Yeah, maybe just use a few just to get you up again, because we're probably not going to take another short rest.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my arrowheads to carve Jeff into his forehead.
Okay.
His forehead.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Hit his head.
10.
10. You managed to scroll in your own writing Jeff across his forehead. Some of the letters don't quite dig into the metal enough, so it looks a bit like gel, but
That's even better.
Wow, who gave you the bloody suit of armor?
That's what they call him on the streets.
You've given it a stupid name. You've graffitied it. You're a bloody. It's no class. No
It's
class.
not easy being green, Solidus.
Storm off in a huff.
Irene says,
I'm a bit aggy today.
the day is getting on. We
No
should
pie.
move.
Agreed. This has been an eventful morning already. Let's hit the road.
Okay. So, tell you, I'm gonna have to add this somewhere, aren't I? Right, click, copy.
What's the armor called? Jeff.
Unfortunately,
If you look closely, Jill. Or
Yeah,
Jill. Not quite
Jill.
sure.
Depends what day of the week it is. I'll
Looks
put
like a
animated
Mandalorian.
armor underneath you,
Ah,
so
yeah,
we
we
can
could have
drag
given
and
all
drop
kinds
it
of
on.
cool names.
It does look like a Mandalorian.
What would you call it?
Jericho.
Oh, that is a cool name. Wow, where'd you pull that
Anything
from?
anything apart from Jeff, to be fair.
His
Jeff.
name could be Jeffico.
Jeffrey.
Very nice.
Jiffico.
Jeffrey. Right. So we're back on the big map. So after an eventful morning with a unforeseen twist of events and the loss of a couple of eyebrows in the detonation of the cart, however, making a new Tin Man friend, you set on your way across the small land bridge back onto the path where you came from previously. The forest engulfs you again, the trees rising up on either side and covering the top, blocking out the small bit of sunlight that does come through the clouds. Who's helming the trail, and what order are you going in?
I'd suggest Callan with his elf eyes.
And his new friend.
There's Metal Buddy.
Me and Jeff up front.
I'll bring up the rear.
Right little squad now, aren't we?
Okay,
We're off to see the wizard.
so
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh shit!
you move through the forest. Talk is quiet after the punch to the gut of this morning. People are just trying to conserve their energy and get through the rest of the day. After around 2 hours, you make your way back to the main road. The trail turns from the mud track that you were following onto the more trodden route. You quite easily pick up your bearings at this point because you'd already navigated this, and you head west. Give me a survival check, Callan, for the next part of the journey.
Okay. I get +5 to survival.
It's good.
Let's roll. Not if you roll a 6. 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're quite intrigued by this new metal friend that you have, and it puts off your navigation skills slightly as you keep just looking at it and seeing if it's following you and making it do small things on the side of the road, like picking up twigs and stuff like that. It takes longer than you expect, and another couple of hours pass before you reach your next sort of landmark. The forest thins slightly, and you see a weather-worn signpost next to the road. 3 arms of the sign point along the 3 branches of the road. The arms pointing north read Karesk. Through the woods, you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river. The arms pointing east reads Valaki, and the road slopes up gradually in that direction, which is the way you've come. The arms pointing southwest reads the Wizard of the Wines, and the road slopes gently downwards in that direction.
Well, this appears to be the way, pointing to the Wizards of the Wines.
To them wines.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Onwards.
Okay. You take that route, moving past the opening where you could see the small bridge.
I'm just trying to obviously keeping a lookout as well, by the way. I guess we
Okay.
all are.
Do you want to make a perception check?
Yeah. Just make sure we're not being followed or watched or anything. 15.
15. And Callum, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception.
Because I think yours is the highest, isn't it?
15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we in a forest? We're in
Yeah.
a forest.
Mm.
Just says I can't be. Says you
Surprise
remain
attack.
alert to danger even when you're engaged in another activity.
Yeah. So as you're traveling, about 30 minutes from where you leave the main trail along the Wizard of the Wine path, Kellen, you smell a familiar smell.
The
The
wolf.
scent of death.
Ah.
And Bruce, you hear rustling coming from the east, just off the road in the woods.
I draw my sword
Bloody hell, monk.
and just sort of say to everyone, stay sharp. Looks like we might be being followed. I just shout out to the rustle. Who goes there? Show yourself.
Russell.
As you
I'm Russell.
as you shout into the undergrowth, you hear no reply. The rustle carries on. It's not. You get the sense it's not being discreet.
Who goes there?
Go check it. Hang on. Jeff, go check it out.
Oh God.
Can I do a just before you do that, just a divine sense.
Yeah.
Detect good and evil. Within 60 feet.
You don't detect anything in the vicinity.
Nothing at all.
No.
Then I head over to the
Callan.
rustle.
Okay. So, Bruce, as you head into the woodlands, Callan sends Jeff. So you have this hulking form of armor slashing away with its fists
I
at the
just like walk
undergrowth.
behind him, just like
Yeah.
peeking over his shoulder.
After a short time, following on the scent of death and this sound that's gradually getting louder and louder, you see movement in the grass up ahead, and it's at the base of a tree, which seems to be a small clearing.
Do I see what it is?
You want to push into the grass?
I haven't picked up anything here, good or
You've
evil.
picked no good or evil sense.
Is this another one of those? Am I going to see my gravestone again? I just tentatively walk forward and try and get a view of what it might be.
Okay. So the armor stops just before the grass, as it can't seem to find the source of the noise, and it's not super intelligent. You push forward, and as you move through the tall waist-high grass
It's a trap,
and
isn't it?
begin to see the entrance to a small clearing, you see a pack of 6 rats eagerly feasting on something. The rats themselves are abnormally large, but hiss and flee as you enter the area. As they leave, you see the grim object that they were feeding on. It's the corpse of a man, dressed in common clothes that are ripped and torn and covered with mud and blood. By his side is a small messenger bag. You notice that his clothes, although common, do seem to be quite odd. He's made small adornments, like he has a small felt hat which he's stitched twigs and leaves into. Along his clothes are small bits of bracken that he seems to have attached to himself.
It looks like he's trying to camouflage himself.
It could be.
I call out to Callan. Callan,
Yo.
you might want to come check this. And I pick up the messenger satchel bag thing.
Mhm.
Can I check it for traps or it's not trapped or anything?
You can check it for traps before you pick it up if you want.
Yeah, please.
Give me a investigation check.
11.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
I open it.
Okay. You open the bag, which is a simple leather satchel with a single strap. And this is what you find inside. You find 2 gold,
Whoa.
2 empty vials,
Sorry, is it two gold, 10 what? Sorry.
2 gold, 10 copper.
Okay.
2 empty vials,
Okay.
a few pieces of blank parchment, a scroll, and a blue feather quill,
Yeah.
and a small leather pouch.
Okay. No writing on any of the paper or anything, parchment.
The parchment's blank. You haven't opened the scroll. Do you want to open it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you unfold the scroll, it's a small piece of parchment that's wrapped tightly, and on either end there's small pieces of wood to hold it in shape. There's a leather clasp around it, and as you unpop it and roll it out, you recognize it to be a spell scroll.
Ah.
And the title of the spell is Purify Food and Drink. And then there's an incantation underneath.
I can do that actually anyway. But I do not have that prepared.
Can I go full CSI and kneel down next to this corpse and just investigate as to what is his deal?
Yeah.
Why has he died?
Deal.
So make an investigation.
His head is missing.
Prognosis. Bad babysitter.
Investigation. 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
So while Bruce is going through the bag, you squat down near the body. You notice that what Bruce didn't see in his left hand is another empty vial. And as you look around his facial features, which seem slightly bloated, you see there's froth in his mouth.
Okay.
You pick up the vial, smell it slightly, and you recognize the scent of poison.
I relay that to Bruce not to touch the files, just in case seals are
As
broken
you
or
look
whatever.
at the files that are in the bag, you do see there's some residue on the inside of them.
Really? Does it
Do I give him one of them looks?
Bruce is like,
I just drank this.
That was delicious.
Why would
hang on. What's the matter? Yeah.
why would
Okay.
this man kill himself? And why here in the middle of the woods?
Is there just his footprints around this area?
Yeah. From your tracking knowledge, there isn't much, but you can see that there isn't really any other people who've been
No
through
sign
here.
of a struggle or anything like that.
Can I see where his footprints have come from? Like if I look in that direction, where he's come from?
It looks like the body's been here for a few days, and a lot of the trail has been washed away. You can just see that there's no recent sign of movement.
You know, does he have a wallet, driver's license?
No.
You know, you said he's got like bracken and like leaves and stuff on him. Does it look like he's put them on himself, or someone's tried to hide the body?
Yeah, it's like he's adorned his clothes with natural objects. It's not like someone dragged a bush over him or anything like
And
that.
there's no writing as to suggest who he might be or what he was doing or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Not wearing an emblem or anything?
No, there's no sigils or anything on this bag or clothing.
Odd.
Is he tanned?
He just looks like no one's really tanned in Barovia.
But he's not like a starry or whatever you call him. He's not fancy dressed.
He just looks like a common Barovian.
Is he fit?
Pale skin. Is he fit?
Does he have pants?
Would he get it?
He's a slim build.
Jeff, get over here and give it to him.
Jeff, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
He's got
We can put him in, Jeff.
A similar build to a lot of the people you have seen on your travels, thin and malnourished.
There's nothing in the bag that says who this guy is. Or why he just walked out into the middle of the night and killed himself.
Well,
It's a mystery.
seems odd, and
You've seen odder.
hate to. Well, nothing surprises me in this place, but I guess we carry on.
Callan, you can make I'd say an insight check if you wanted to sort of try and find out. You'd probably be the best for it.
15.
15?
Hmm.
You can't tell what's happened, but you don't think it's malicious.
Done himself in.
Maybe he just had a bad day.
His expression is he smiling? Or is he like,
His face is bloated to the point where you can't really see expressions.
son of a bitch?
I'm going to pocket the vials,
Mhm.
and just say, well, let's keep these on us and see if anybody recognises the
Did you take
vials
the
in the
other
winery.
items as well, or
Yeah. We'll take his stuff, see if anyone recognises it, see if anyone has answers.
take his stuff? He's dead.
What colour is his hair?
It's like a light brown, quite long.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
well,
figure
like,
out if this guy's got like distinguishing features. Well, I did have before the rats got there.
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah.
He's a nobody.
Okay, I'll leave.
Is he?
Okay,
Back to the road.
Yeah.
so you head back to the road.
There's no. Oh, it's
Go on.
just like I just sort of scour the area. There's nothing else around that we've like.
Just a forest clearing. The
okay.
rats have scarpered into the woods behind.
Okay.
There's
okay.
nothing in the trees, is there?
No.
Nothing special about this place. Doesn't look like it's a go here to kill yourself kind of place.
No.
One of those places.
A small
Right
Japanese
on.
tourist sign.
Yeah. We just stumbled into that wood.
Yeah. Okay, so you make your way back to the trail. The others ask you about what you've seen. You briefly explain your encounter. Then you carry on your way. And I'm just going to take a quick break to go to the loo. And then we'll carry on down the trail.
Cool.
Okay.
Back in a second.
I just remembered I'm carrying a severed head.
Not just a severed head. Honey glazed.
A honey glazed Vistani severed head.
Where's that
Yeah.
from?
It was at the top of the
It
tower.
was
I
in that room, wasn't it?
found it in a chest, and I decided to attach it to my person.
Shit,
Smell
I
lavender.
forgot about
Yeah.
that. Put it. Replace Jeff's head with it.
Oh, I could put it in.
Yeah, put it in Jeff's head.
It looks like a normal
If-
man. Honey glazed.
If have you checked it since you've left the tower? Because
Oh shit! I'll do that. And then I'm gonna shove it in.
Did we
the
invent
tower
like
had it.
we just took it, right? We didn't like check
Yeah.
anything about it.
I just thought it was cool. Thought it'd be cool to have.
I wonder if it's a vampire head.
Well, maybe.
Maybe it has fangs or something.
Yeah. Did you check its teeth?
No, I didn't check its bloody teeth. What am I, a doctor? I took the severed head and I strapped it to my personage like any normal.
Very.
Human.
Saladus will
Very
see
normal.
you now. Don't get lippy to me, Saladus, otherwise you'll have to answer to Jeff.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know that
Just
severed
constantly
head.
shout Kazam.
That. So.
Yeah.
We didn't check that over, but does it have like fangs or anything? Like, is it a vampire head?
No, it wasn't a vampire head.
Okay.
Does it smell of lavender still?
Yes.
Is it still in good shape if I give it a look
Yes.
see?
You check in your bag, and the head's the same as when you found it.
Delicious. Delicious.
You
Callan,
start talking to it in your
Rummage through your bag,
sleep.
you're like rations, watch, severed head.
my doll that fires poison darts.
Yeah, that's true.
When we're all sleeping at night and we hear you talking to it, stroking it. Precious.
I call this severed head Jericho. It's a much better name than Jeff. And I say to it, "You're much better than Jeff. Jeff's rubbish."
The head stares back.
Everyone's got a fucking friend now.
He's got a thing, yeah.
I ain't got a friend.
Irina,
That's true.
Yeah,
You've got an
Irina,
actual
she's
fucking
your friend.
person.
Yeah.
we all look at your real friend with envy.
I'm
She
stroking
has
the
a
hair of
pulse.
his head.
Get ready for
no.
like date night or whatever.
White's got a flying
Lipstick on it.
Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Corpse. Carcass.
I've got Gertruda's doll still.
God,
Yeah, that's true.
she's somewhere.
That was a side quest we missed.
I'm sure we can find it.
Let's go.
Okay. So you carry along the trail. At this point, the sun's passed over the halfway mark. Although it's hard to tell with the forest engulfing you on either side, the tight wood closing in on the road. As you travel for another 30-40 minutes, the trail changes. It becomes less of the used road and more of a muddy trail that meanders through the woods. Descending gradually, you see track marks in the mud that have come from like many years of carting backwards and forwards. You get that sort of furrow in the middle and the two troughs on either side. You carry on along the path, and after about another 30 minutes, you see a split in the trail. One leads off to the right, and one leads off to the left. The split's not on the map, and there's no signpost to show the way.
Coin toss?
I look to Blight.
Yeah, shall I fly up and take a look?
Oh,
yeah, or send Boneclaw.
Send Boneclaw. My wings are still a bit stingy from the explosion.
So you send Boneclaw up, and if you can get him to make a survival check.
Oh, I'm having a bad rolling day, guys. 9.
9. So he flies up and manages to find his way through the tightly knit trees. However, when he gets above the
Tip by an
canopy, the trees are too tight to see which way the trails go. He comes
Damn.
back down and almost looks upset with himself that he couldn't be more helpful.
It's okay, Bo.
Sorry, guys. I've had a stinker today.
It's not one of them Disney type split offs, is it?
Disney type.
One's
One's
dark
got
and
rainbow
dreary,
at the
and one's got a light on the other end of the tunnel.
Yeah, and we're
Can
just
it,
looking
can it
back
follow
and forth.
the?
Like,
Can we see which way the tracks go?
They twist into the woods. You can't really see how far they go. You could follow
I
them and then
say-
come back, but
We go right.
Okay.
I say we go left. Let's rock, paper, scissors it.
God. I find that
I
offensive.
don't know how you do that over this.
A dice roll, highest dice wins.
could do.
All right, let's do that. Do a 20, D20.
You can roll them in game if you press the thingy.
13.
Solid just did 13.
Which tab is that on?
On
Left hand
your
side,
left.
second from the bottom, and then you just
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
press the 20.
The old D20.
On D20 roll.
Well, looks like we're going right.
Right, it is.
Okay.
Just save your
Desire,
big
your
rolls for the fight, Blight.
one of you might actually have dice on you, and if you do, you get them out in the world and find a small stump of wood, and you both take a dice each and roll to decide which way to go.
I'm only doing it to disagree with Rock Guy.
You you follow the right path. It twists and turns, and after about an hour, you see on the left-hand side a smaller trail that joins the road again. You carry on. The afternoon is dragging on. You're tired from walking. However, you carry on walking. You're tired. The path is slowly going down, which is a bit of an ease on your legs. But after a while, the trees begin to part, and the expanse begins to open up, and you see a mist-shrouded meadow. So you're currently here on the map.
Call me Master Navigator.
we'll call the dice Master Navigator.
The trail
Shut
here splits again. One heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into the dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads Vineyards. You can see here through the mist the beginning of rows and rows and rows of lines. As you enter this clearing, a light drizzle begins to fall, and you see, Callan, you probably spot this. From the trail that leads south, there's a small clump of woodland in the vines, and you see a small light flash in your direction.
Flash, what do you mean?
So it's like a small, from this, basically you can see into this valley, there's mist all floating through the vines, through the vineyard, yeah. And from this small clump of woods on the left-hand side, you can see a small flickering of light. So it's like almost like a of white light flashing in your direction.
Okay. So, how far, roughly?
It's about half a mile.
Hmm.
Follow it.
The light blinks in three small lights and then stops, and then three small lights again.
SOS.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna move quietly, stealthily.
Jeff following
Okay. Are you all moving as a group?
Jeff clanking behind you.
Yeah.
Um,
There's nothing
Or is just
stealthy about
Callan
me,
going?
so maybe if you want to scout ahead, or we can all go. I don't know. It's up to you.
I just
Or we can
I,
send Boneclaw.
I see Callan trying to stealthily approach, and I just walk alongside him, like straight up, just like, "What are you doing?"
So you're going together.
that's all right.
No stealth.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
stealth whatsoever.
I'm going
I'm
stealth.
hanging
I don't know
back.
what he's
I'm
doing.
hanging back.
I'm gonna
Same
tell
Polite.
Jeff to stay. Jeff to stay.
I'm staying with Bruce.
Okay.
The way I'm rolling.
Bruce,
I'm
Blight,
just keeping
and
an eye out.
Jeff hang at the entrance, I presume, with Irina and Callan and
Yeah.
Solidus. You make your way on the side of the vineyard towards a small clump of trees. It doesn't take too long. It's only half a mile, maybe 10-15 minutes. As you get closer, you see the light is flicking again, and you see an outline of a man stood at the edge of the trees. As you get within sort of distance of seeing him properly, he begins to beckon you across. The man's wearing a large black cloak of like patches of leather, which seems to be waterproof. And you
He's
recognize
beckoning
him.
us, but he hasn't actually said anything, has he?
He's out of speech shot, you'd say. Like,
Okay.
you're still a good 20-30 meters away, maybe a bit further. But you do recognize him as wearing similar attire to that of the men who helped you when they were with Erwin.
So he looks
Okay.
nice.
Can we see this from where we are?
You can see the figures of Callan and Solidus growing smaller, but you can't see the chap in the woods yet. It's the shadow of the woods is covering him too much with his black attire.
I'll say to Solidus, if you go ahead, I'll go back and get the others.
Well,
I see.
you could wave it. I'm like looking out, like.
If they can see us, then I'll probably try and beckon them.
They could see that you're small figures and you beckon them across.
There we go. We join them. Join them.
Okay. So, who's approaching first?
I'll approach.
Okay,
I'm
so
the
Solidus, as
diplomatic
you
sort.
approach, the guy who was flashing the light calls you across. Friend, come quick. Into the woods. Do not let them see you.
Who's gonna see me?
In, and then I'll explain.
Okay.
Bring your friends, hurry.
Come on, assholes.
I go
So
back
you
and
make-
I explain to him that who I think it is,
Okay,
so that they're not.
so as a group, you make your way across the field. Jeff is struggling a little. This is muddy terrain, and his one of his feet keeps falling off. Just keep going back through it and carrying it along with him. But
Come
he
on,
does
Jeff, you
eventually
twat.
make it. So, the guy.
You're
ushes you in.
embarrassing me.
Friends, what are you doing on the road? This isn't a safe place.
What are you doing on the roof?
We came for some wine.
Where was he? Wasn't he on a roof?
No
Or
one
did I
on
just
the
make that up?
roof. You
Yeah,
made
just
that up,
made
you
that up.
nutcase.
He's just.
I still stand by my question.
Guys, please. Owen sends us. He says you're having some trouble with the wine.
Yes, yes. Erwin is my brother. I'm Adrian. And your
Adrian.
names are?
Pleasure. I'm Bruce Farabane.
I'm Solidus.
Light.
Alan Veris. This is Jeff.
This is Tatia.
Why-
I mean Irina.
I pull out the head
She
and I
curtsies.
say this is Jericho. My severed head.
He looks a bit askew at you as you pull this head out. Friends, this trailer's not safe. The winery's been overrun. I presume Erwin sent you because we haven't sent our delivery.
This is true. What appears to be the problem?
It's a long story. Come, join me at the camp. You look a little worse for wear. What happened to you?
You looking at all of us, or
Roll.
just Bruce and Blake
He's,
at this
he's
point?
looking at
We-
Bruce, Blight, and Irina, who all still have partly charred clothes.
We had a run-in
And
with
no eyebrows.
some
Still smoking.
fire.
Right. Come. So he leads you a short way into this outcrop of woods, and as he does, you see ravens perched on the branches as you enter. A small clearing has been made. In the center is a small campfire with some logs around it as if it's been set up as a small camp. You see a woman with a small child and two young boys, one around 8 and 5, at her side. They're tending to the fire and just generally huddling up for warmth in front of him. Come, sit by the fire, please.
Is this your family?
Part of it, yes. This is my extended. This is Dag.
Dag.
You like
This is
dags?
Dag, and he points at the woman. And then he points at the two boys. This is Martin and Vigo. So all these people have a similar attire. They've got large leather capes on that are all black with furred collars. And their clothes underneath are like a dark grey. A couple of them have raven feathers in their hair. Raven feathers in their hair. And they greet you as you enter and nod towards you. And the boy comes up and looks at Solidus in awe at this Goliath of a man. And one of them comes and starts poking at the suit
Okay.
of armor that's walked into the camp.
I say to the kid who goes towards Solus, careful, he bites.
He sort of looks in a bit horror and then runs back and laughs, hiding behind his mother. So Adrian tells you to come sit. You sit by a fire. My friends, Runners has said, 3 days ago now, forest folk came and ransacked the place. They've taken my father. They have him hostage. It's Davian. He's the owner of the winery and also Erwin's father.
Owen's father.
Davian.
Yes, we are brothers.
You say Davarin,
Davian.
David.
You said the forest folk.
Yeah, I
Are
say,
they?
what the fuck are forest folk?
I give him a
don't know.
stern look at that.
No, sir. Not like you. They dress in
Not tree huggers, Callan.
leather and bits of fern, and they seem to have a affinity with nature, but in an evil way. They have these
Well,
creatures, they're like bundles of stick and vine.
tree blights.
I don't know what this is.
We
Probably tree.
we passed a body on our way here. Seemed to have tried to blend in with the surroundings. Had bits of twigs and things sticking out of his clothes. Makeshift camouflage, if you will. Does this
That could
ring
be
a
one
bell?
of them. That could be. I don't know who would have killed him though.
He appeared
I
to have
said.
killed himself. And I pull out the vials. You don't recognize these, do you?
No, they're not like our bottles. Too small. Now, friends, if you've come for wine, I'm afraid we cannot enter. It's not safe. As I said when they came, my family fled, and Davian, he stood his ground. He gave us time to escape through the vineyard. We've held up here. I hope the guard will come. Maybe give us assistance.
We are the guard.
No.
Oh.
We're better than the guard.
I like to
Well-
think so.
So, Elvin has sent you to help?
He has.
He sent us for wine specifically.
Well, he figured there might be an issue, and he asked to retrieve, come and help if necessary, and retrieve the wine
Thank the morning, Lord.
with the
Well-
blessing of the town's burgomaster, Cockhead. What's his name?
Cockhead.
Cockhead, I think.
Must be
You
okay.
met the burgomaster of Valaki. Yes, a interesting gentleman.
That's the one.
Okay.
Well, you do not look fit to attack now. We must talk. We must discuss.
I mean, it would be handy for you to tell us all you can about the property and how many there are.
Okay.
Well, we have a long rest.
Well, listen. The night is drawing in. You should attack in morning. But until then, please join our camp. I have a few of my brothers around, keeping an eye out. We should be safe. We have for the past day. They seem to only be interested inside the winery and with my father. They don't tend out to come out much.
Is there anything
Same.
other than wine in there? Anything else they might be after?
I do not know.
Any reason as to why they have singled you out for an attack?
All I can think is the work of Strahd, trying to destroy the happiness of the land.
What was Strahd want with your winery? Just purely to get rid of the wine?
All they seem to do is destroy. Some of them have attacked the vines. Some of them, I believe, are doing damage inside.
Why wait until day? Why not just attack at night?
Well,
Because we're fucked up.
you can if you want, but
Yeah.
there's things in the fields. They move like the vines, and there's many, many of them. You need to make some sort of plan to get through.
Are they only out on the evening or all the time?
They disguise well with the landscape. I don't think you'd see it with the dark and the rain.
Has Strahd been known to use forest folk before?
I don't know of any attacks like this, but he is evil. These seem to be evil. That's the connection I can make.
We know numbers.
It was hard to tell. We had to leave quickly, protect the family, and we literally grabbed what we could and run. There's definitely more than 3. One of them, I saw 2 were attacking my father, and I think there was another one behind. But each of them had more of these creatures with them. And wait, one, and the woman sort of pipes up, and the staff, Adrian. Oh yes. One had a staff with him. He seemed to be leading, like, the force of the creatures. It was an odd material, a wood I've never seen.
That's our target, boys.
Take him out first. Let's do this like a SEAL Team 6 operation.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, night goggles.
Dun.
Well, Blight,
We've
you
got all
can go
computer
in.
screens.
Blight, you can go invisible.
That's handy.
You also have Boneclaw. Maybe you could Boneclaw could have a fly around and see if we can pick up
We can
numbers
find
or
this
whatever.
You're
Also, our
correct.
explosives.
Oh my
guy.
god, you could totally just go invisible
Listen.
and assassinate the main guy.
Yeah,
We
yes,
can
sir.
help. The ravens can assist you. They will guide the way where possible.
They guide Boneclaw in then, and we can take a good look.
Ravens.
Perhaps, yes,
Great.
yes.
Okay, I'm up for that.
You want to go now or wait till morning?
I think we maybe work
I think morning.
first light.
The light is failing, yes.
All right, first light.
Take the man's advice, guys.
Then
We're pretty ready to go.
No, Callan, no.
Take any advantage we can get. If that's daylight, then so be it.
You won't see us coming at night.
while we wait, let me show you the plan of the building.
Everyone knows stealth
You may
missions
need
are
it.
best in the
I
broad
don't,
light.
I don't have any
Yeah.
dark vision either.
So
Bruce, if you want to wear Jeff, that's fine.
he clears a space near the fire and begins to draw out a small plan of the building. So you might want to draw this or write it down.
Okay.
Have you not got a handout for it?
No, he's drawing it on the floor. Okay.
Draw it in the floor, Paul, and take a picture.
So he
we
draws.
all have to. We all have to look at each other like, what the
He
fuck
draws
is this guy
a
doing?
rough rectangle with a bearing of north, south, east, and west. He explains that on the north side of the building, so the opposite side to where you're at, that's the main entry to the winery, and the road where you split off that leads to the front of the winery, and it's probably your best chance. He says there's stables on the north side. There's a loading dock which is open and can gain entry to the winery.
On the north side.
Yep. He says a little further along, to the west of the loading dock, is the barrel workshop. That one he believes was barred from the inside when they were trying to fend off attacks previously, but he's not sure whether that's been broken. He says
Okay.
also on the north side is the veranda. This is a large covered area where they crush the grapes. That has a set of double doors, but again, he believes they were locked down. He says on the west side is the glassblower's workshop, which is a smaller entrance.
East side is the best.
West side is the best.
As what on the west side, sorry?
A smaller entrance to the glassblower's workshop.
Okay.
It's almost a back door, but he says to get there, you'll have to cross through more of the vines.
Okay.
And he advises you to follow the road back up to the north side and avoid the vines as much as you can.
Vines.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Would they be able to see us approaching to the north? Is there any cover on the entrances?
The cover is minimal. The trees obviously end where you can see the tree line. And after drawing the picture, he takes you to the edge, and dusk is now set in. The mist is sort of clearing a little bit, and you can see no light, but you can see a dim outscape of like outline of the land. He says the tree line that you followed along to get here, that curls round on the north side, but not far enough to get you to the front. You'll be exposed whichever way because of the vines. The vineyard covers each side. And I must ask, the winery and the vineyard, we need this. This is for Barovia. It can't be destroyed. Things
Sure.
like fire is a big no-no.
Sure. Okay. So our options are the main entrance. There's a veranda
Yeah,
that's potentially bad on the inside. There's some barrel bit you said that's potentially bad.
yeah,
on
like a
this-
loading dock.
a loading
barrel,
dock.
There's the loading dock, which is like one of the main entrances. The stables, the barrel workshop, the veranda, and then like an outhouse.
Are there any horses in the stables?
No, we took them with us.
So
As you look further into the camp, there is 2 horses at the back.
We could just send Jeff straight to the front door and draw them out of their positions.
I could make someone else invisible. Whilst I fly. I'll reach.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
I think we need a distraction technique on one end of the building. Draw them out. And yeah, we need eyes in the sky. And then we need a fucking core team of sneaky bitches to slip in through the back So
I am not stealthy or sneaky by any means. This armor clink, 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 is very noisy.
Alan, how stealthy are you?
+7.
Well, that's not bad.
I don't know what that means.
I'm +7 in,
You're a plus.
in invisibility.
Pretty. I am very, very stealthy, sir.
Okay.
Excellent.
I mean, Jeff could be a good distraction,
He's probably not much better for anything else.
probably.
I could back Jeff up. And we can have a big old scrap in the field.
I'm always down for a scrap, Solidus. Also,
All right. So we'll be the distraction, and you, Callan, slip in the back, and we can have Blight in the sky, and also slip either like onto the roof through a window.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have Burneclaw up in the air between us to like.
is
You
there
know,
any?
target.
Adrian, is there any windows or roof access?
You can get into the second story by climbing the vines on the front of the building, the north
Okay.
side.
I mean, if you have
Or-
wings, you could just fly straight in, right?
That's true. Yes.
Yes.
Noted. All right, that's my way in.
All right. Sounds
But-
good.
Should we send
If
Jeff?
there's multiples of these people, you may not want to split your party.
Well, should we send Jeff to the open front entrance or whatever and try and draw out as many as possible, and then you go in Blight? I don't know.
Yeah.
Callan,
Happy to do that.
both you,
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
both of you.
So maybe if we hang back as like when he
Ninja
jumps
boys
out.
going.
Yeah.
Listen, at first light, I'll come round with you to the north side if that's the way you wish to enter. We'll hang by the forest and you can
Scope
have a
it
look
out.
at the winery from there.
Okay.
Makes sense. Let's
Okay.
do that.
Yum.
Good. Then we must rest. And he shows you a couple of areas, like in the trunks of the trees that are growing round, which have been cleared, and the ground's been cleared of like needle fall and stuff like that. So there's a good enough space to sleep. Irina, while you're making your plan, she goes and speaks to the woman with child and comforts her, and you overhear some of the things she's saying, like these people have done good already. They've helped a lot of people, and I think they can help you too.
I overhear this and I say, "Hey, little boy, do you want to see a severed head?"
His eyes like widen with intrigue, and he's like, "Yeah."
come over here. And then I sort of like pull up in the bag and gesture him to peer inside. I say, "Look."
And when he looks, he's like, "Can I?" And he gets his finger.
And I say, "Yeah, get your
he-
finger right in the eye. Just get it right
he
up in there."
begins to poke it in its eye. As soon as his finger touches, it's like almost. I mean, it's like glossed over with whatever's happened to it. He's like, and he immediately like recoils and but then begins to giggle.
So
Did
remember,
we
lick that finger.
did we check, or did Callings maybe Callan know? Did we Callan or any of us check what we think might have happened to this guy's before his head was taken off? Is it like a
No.
trophy? Is it severed? Like, I don't know. Is there any sort of thing we can pick up from it?
Maybe he did it himself.
Whatever it is, somebody's gone through the great deal of trouble to try and keep it preserved, and they?
Yeah.
You can
He could have done it
investigate it if
himself.
you want. If
Before,
someone
before,
allows
before
you.
we go to bed, I can identify it.
Yeah. Okay.
See if it comes up with anything. I'll do that before we go to bed. Yeah, I cast
Okay.
identify on the head.
Will that tell you if it's a magic item?
Yeah, if it's magic or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement.
Okay. So,
what if
when
there's any
you-
spells affecting it, if it was created, basically everything.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So you see that her head's been embalmed with magical oils to give it a waxy complexion. Yeah, so you just see that the magic oils would allow it to remember conversations it's had while under effects of spells.
Remembers things.
So we can talk to it.
With a certain spell, yeah.
Oh, piss.
Talk to dead.
If anyone's got that, I suppose.
No. That's
Damn, son.
that's a cleric thing, I think.
Okay,
Interesting.
maybe we'll meet one.
Can you maybe to do that, Callan?
So
Seems like a
Can you
ranger
talk
thing.
to
Talk to dead.
Does it?
does it?
Seems like a warlock.
I don't know. You're like one
Yeah,
with
that's-
nature and shit.
Ah,
Nature.
I've never seen anybody talk to the dead.
He likes living people.
What's the spell called? Is it called Talk to Dead?
Called Speak with Dead.
Speak with dead.
My spell is I can make spikes come out the ground. I can't
Ooh.
speak to the dead.
Fair. Oh, it's bard or cleric. Yeah, we
But I
can't do
can
that.
give it a go.
Oh, Irina's a. Oh, she hasn't got that spell. Okay. Well, I'm curious to hold on to that head, Solidus. I'm curious to hear what tales it has
It's my best
one
friend.
day.
Okay. So you settle in for the evening. The
Is that
family.
Is that it with the head part?
Yeah, yeah,
Because I
you-
would
you-
know, like, with that spell,
Yeah.
anything else. Okay, cool.
You just know it's embalmed with magic oils and it's
Cool.
been preserved and it can be communicated with.
Cool.
So the night draws in. It's cold. The trees provide quite little shelter, but you do manage to get rest. Solidus, this is the first night where you haven't gone into a dreamscape, and this regular sleep seems almost abnormal to you now.
Nice.
But you manage to find comfort in the tree that you're slumped up against, and you drift off. You notice, you'd notice this, Callan, because you only meditate. After your meditation, you notice that a few more people come into the camp, some more males, and they seem to switch places with Adrian. So they seem to have a running guard shift, guard in the vicinity. And you also notice several ravens roosting in the branches above. The night goes through peacefully, and the morning comes. As the light begins to come through the trees, Adrian comes round, a warm broth in his hand. He offers each of you a sip, and when you taste it, it's like a mushroomy sort of, seems to be made of mushroom and bark, but it's quite refreshing. Come, we must move while the light is dim.
Okay.
I presume you rested well.
Yeah.
As well as I could.
I think so.
Anyone would say you'd had a long rest.
Oh yeah, long
So,
rest.
Oh, yeah, good
Long
point.
rest, Blight.
I'll up Arena to full HP when we go into the thingy.
That felt good.
Okay. So the drizzle is still spattering as you leave the small enclosure of trees and begin to head north, following the trail on the edge of the vineyard. The vineyard is outlined with a small white picket fence, which is the paint's peeling in patches and some of it is in disrepair, but it seems to be doing an okay job. You stare through the rows and rows of vines, but you see little movement. The fog wisps in and out of the vines, and as you get closer, you see the shape of the winery from the fog.
Can I just say something? Sorry, just before we set off, I don't know if anyone saw it, but I reached into my bag and took a handful of that dirt that was in my bag and took a mouthful of it.
Make a sleight of hand check. A stealth
saw
check,
it,
even
just-
stealth.
Choose not to acknowledge it.
Fucking hell.
What'd you get?
13.
Get them all out now.
13.
Get them all out now.
That's enough. No one from like Adrian or the woman and child who you don't actually see in the morning. Just Adrian, you see.
Did I
see
it?
Roll a perception check.
I
If you get
got
higher
him with
than
my
that.
passive perception.
Yeah,
Six.
Callan, you observed it.
I'm just
6.
staring at you, Blade.
Shoot.
Oh, I've got
Yeah.
While
passive
you do it.
perception of 13.
Yeah,
As I'm
visual.
here now, just like this.
But something don't sit.
Blight,
right with
is
me,
this-
but-
Is this a thing now? You have to eat dirt?
Just ignore it.
And do you have to
In the
stare
mood.
at me when you do it?
He's just like,
I don't like it when he makes eye
Blow some dirt.
okay. So, Adrian leads you to the north side of the winery. So, roughly on the map, you'd be around here. The image that lies in front of you looks a little bit like this. So, if you just zoom out on this map, it's quite large.
You just know one day we're going to walk into a church and Blight is going to set on fire.
So, in the early morning light and the mist whipping through the vineyards, you can see the outline of the building now. So, situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old 2-story stone building with multiple entrances, thick ivy covering every wall, and an iron fence that runs along its roofline. So, the trail that seems to lead through the winery ends at the open loading dock on the ground floor, which you can see, which is what Adrian described. A wooden stable of more recent construction is at the east side, and it's next to the loading dock. West of the winery is the crumbling well and an old wooden outhouse.
You can just see the vineyard. Is that normal?
Yeah, I
Is that
can
okay?
only see.
That's all you can see at the moment.
Okay.
But this
Cool.
is what you can see on the other side. So if you imagine you guys are sort of positioned up here, I'll put the party token on. So you guys are positioned here, which is like the north, and the winery is sort of in the south through this little like entranceway.
Right.
Adrian says, "In these vines ahead, there is danger. We've observed them moving, but it looks still now."
Are we likely to be spotted if we just follow the path down?
I'd think so.
Okay.
You may want to take a quieter approach.
Well, should we send the bird, Boneclaw?
Do
No way
that.
to
See
talk
if you
about Irina.
see what see what you can see, and then make a decision.
Okay. So you send Boneclaw into the air. He begins circling the winery. This distance, so just to give you sort of, it's still quite a trek. Let's see if I've got the actual one. I think it's about 200 feet. Yeah, it's about 150 to 200 feet to the entrance of the winery. So Boneclaw goes up and he circles the winery. What do you want him to do? So
wanted
he's
to get a
circling the
close,
vineyards.
I wanted to get a close look at the main building.
Okay.
See if there's any enemies anywhere, noticeable enemies.
You head across to the main building, and as he circles the 2-story building, the old stone, colder dew in the morning, he doesn't see anything, any movement from the outside. All looks still and peaceful. Just make a perception check.
And
10. He doesn't see anything of note. He sees there's the obvious things he can see is that there's windows on the south side of the building, the side facing away from you, that open. That sort of there's a small roof that seems to be covering a section, and then there's windows behind it, and also there's windows on the front of the building which have ivy underneath.
okay. And on the way back to us, does he see any kind
Make
of
another perception check as he goes over the vineyards.
any feasible route?
Roll perception for him again.
5. Forget it.
Okay, no. The mist swirling through in the early morning doesn't give him enough sign.
Right. I
You
report
guys
back to
can
the
survey the land from where you're stood, though, because you're on a bit of a raised gradient, if you wish.
Well, there's windows. I mean, I feel like how far can we get in terms of like, is there some, like just beyond this path here is where the building is, right?
Yeah.
So, and is there anywhere we can hide, like these sort of, like
It's
to sort
all
of send
open
Jeff
ground.
from? Okay.
Like from where you are to the thingy, the winery, and he sits like chest high. The vines, sorry, that line the
Right,
outside
okay.
only are like chest high. So, and there's no real coverage because everything's been cleared to put these in. Oh, I've got a picture actually. Should be in your journals now. Wizard of the Wine.
Okay, that makes more sense
Creepy.
now.
Yeah. So obviously the bit in the center with the cart, that's the loading dock.
Yeah.
To the left is the stables, and to the right is the sort of veranda, and the outhouse to the far right.
Did we ever establish what these guys' motive was for taking the vineyard? Just to disrupt the flow of wine.
Yeah,
And you
the
thought it's
general.
Strahd, isn't it? Being a
Strahd.
dick.
All right.
Yeah, the general thing you got from Adrian was that they want to destroy the winery and they want to break the like will of the people of Barovia.
Adrian, what would you suggest to be the, if you was to attack your own property, how would you go about it?
Without knowing what's inside, I couldn't give you good guidance. I take it room by room. There's supplies inside. If things did get back, you could maybe barricade yourself into some of the rooms, the smaller ones. But
And you only think there's roughly three
I saw
people?
3, but there may be more.
We can take
Gotta
it.
admit, I don't like the odds of us splitting up here. Something stinks.
The people was definitely 3 or more, but the creatures they have with them, there could be too many to count.
Creatures
These
they
twig
have.
blights weren't too hard to kill,
Oh,
but we
these
could easily
twig blights.
go
Okay.
Could be all vampires.
I mean, we could just send Jeff
Yeah,
forward,
Whoa.
get him to draw out all the twig blights and everything, make a ruckus, and we could like sneak.
You can draw them out
Fresh
in
is
a
back to be fresh.
the garden path.
Jeff, he's still box fresh. I don't want him dead.
You carved a fucking nail on his face.
Yeah.
He's scratched up.
Well, that's
I've been putting poops in him. Well, you haven't been looking. I've been doing little poops in
Yeah,
all the metal feet.
Just full of poo.
I'd have another look at your lavender head. It's got a name carved in it as well.
I thought Jeff smelt a bit. Fuck
I was
it.
wondering what that smell was.
Well, I'm open to suggestion. That's all I got. We just we draw out the twig blights with Jeff, and we concentrate on getting into the house.
I also vote that we send Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Callan,
walk up to the house.
Oh,
Okay,
going up to the house.
so
Get him to like make a ruckus,
Yeah,
flail his arms
Make a
around.
ruckus.
Tell him to do a knock on ginger.
don't
When
stop
you-
flinging rock shit at people.
when you
Yeah, just
decide
clap your hands when you get
you're
there.
ready to make the assault, Adrian wishes you good luck and heads back. He
Yeah.
says, if you see the ravens, follow them.
You see the
He
ravens
heads
follow
back
them.
back down the path to his family. Jeff, you send him forward, his clunking metal form following the small track down towards the winery. As soon as he gets to, we use the cup. As soon as he enters the first row of vines, there's a rustle and movement from the west. And I need him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
Come on, Kellen. It's
Oh,
your
there's
baby.
one.
having a look. Hang on. His dex is plus nothing, so
Plus nothing.
that's nothing. 11.
11. Okay. So as soon as Jeff moves forward, you see him meandering down this road, and what looked like a solid vineyard on the left suddenly begins to stand up, and you see the humanoid form of 6 creatures. They're about 7 feet tall when extended to full height, and their body is a mass of bracken and bark. Their shoulders are lined with small needles, like hedgehogs, and their face has small slanted eyes. They're almost a humanoid plant. As soon as Jeff comes near the edge of the vines, they spring into life, and the 6 of them begin to move towards him. He instinctively tries to step out the way, but with his clunky form, he doesn't, so he takes 2d6 damage as one of them fires needles towards him.
God damn it, Jeff.
I'll roll for damage.
Yeah.
So he takes 8 damage. I'll put
8
Jeff on the board.
damage.
Where's old
Take
Jeff?
away. What's his armor? What's his hit points even?
33.
Yeah.
33.
-8, yeah. So he's now on 25.
Yep.
Do they not have to roll to hit him?
The way it is, this section is more like a skill check.
Okay.
So you're not in.
It's like running
Because
a
it's not like
gauntlet.
there's 6 against him. It's like there are massive creatures, and he failed his stealth, basically.
Are we, when we're heading for this thing, are we heading for the stables, that loading dock, or the barrel workshop, which I guess is to the right on that image of the building?
I mean, yeah. We kind of need to make a decision here rather than just
So
getting.
we've got a plan exactly. I don't want to just
What are you
run
doing
it.
with Jeff? He's
Rather than
currently.
Jeff just like, are we going to use Jeff to distract these while we run past, or what's the plan here? Because Jeff's just going to die otherwise, and we're not going to achieve anything.
I get the impression that anything that moves past in an unstealthy manner will be fired upon. I
Want me
think
to make someone invisible, and I can also fly? There's 2 of us at least over there.
Can you just fly us over and drop us off when he does?
he can't
He can't
lift his-
carry. His carry
Okay,
weight,
cool.
if you remember last time,
But
was
I
only
got-
like
I got skinny
120.
wrist.
You can carry a wet sheet of bog roll.
The needle creatures move
Got it.
closer to Jeff.
I take a shot. I'm going to shoot one.
Okay,
Completely
so
give
you're
our
shooting at
position
a
away.
group of 6.
Yeah.
So roll for attack.
Just one attack.
Can we attempt to go past Paul while they attack Jeff?
It's up to you. You can try. Are you trying to hang on? So, Callan, are you trying to just shoot one, or are you shooting more than one? It's up to you.
I can get 2 attacks off. So if I can use an
Yeah.
action to get 2 attacks off, then I'll shoot more than
Yeah.
one.
Okay, shoot for 2 targets. What's your attack roll?
First one was 11 plus 9.
Yeah, that hits.
And the second one is 14. 5 plus 9.
Yeah, they both hit. So, you fire off 2 arrows, and they stick into these vine creatures, and you see what's the damage for each roll.
First one gets 9. And
Yep.
the second one gets 9.
Okay. So as you fire into the massive vines, your arrows almost get engulfed by them. It rips off part of them, and you see like some of the needles and like almost like plant-like material that they're made of fall away on 2 of the creatures in the pack of 6. But the rest continue to move forward.
Can I attack? Can I throw a couple of javelins?
It's entirely up to you. We can go into combat with these 6, or you can try and move through.
Well, I guess our plan is let's stick to the plan. We try to get through them rather than waste our time fighting these. This is just the distraction, the big distraction at the beginning, isn't it? So let's maybe use. Does it look like Jeff is like occupying their attention, or
He's got the attention of the 6 for now, yeah.
So should we
let's
try
do
to
it.
go while he's got the attention of the 6 then?
I will point out that Jeff sort of only operates on basic instructions, so he will just walk towards the door until told otherwise.
Yeah. While you're talking, he does move forward.
Or should you not? Should we not have him move away from the road and clear the space a bit? Move into that vineyard.
Yeah.
Let those blights follow him.
Jeff, run towards the house, but on the right-hand side of the road, close to the vines.
You say you want him to move this way?
I'm just. Do we want to lure them away from the direction we're going? Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
As he moves away from these creatures, you hear one of them. He almost looks at the sky and makes this hiss like, and with that, more objects begin to move in the mass of vines.
Jesus.
I think
Another
Jeff's gonna
6.
Tell Jeff to run as fast as he can.
Another 6
Jeff,
creatures
kill them all.
appear on the left-hand side of the winery. And
Die
begin to
doing
move
what he
towards
loved.
Jeff.
Yeah, I shouted to Jeff, just kill them all. Kill them all.
I think we
Jeff.
need. I think we just fucking sprint through.
Jeff
Yeah.
turns back to the ones he originally saw, and he needs to make another dex save.
Hey, 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 hey.
Let's go. Let's just start. What Jeff? Well, Jeff.
Suck on them apples.
What do you get?
19.
19. Another hail of needles comes. This is from the guys on the left-hand side. It seems they just fire into the air arc, but they fall short and miss him.
Paul, Can I do a divine sense? So I know the location.
How long does it take?
It's just instant.
Okay.
I know
And
I know the location of any celestial fiend undead.
within what distance?
60 feet. And can I use that? Do I see?
Celestial. Is it celestial fiend and undead?
Yeah.
Nothing flags up.
Okay.
Cool. Right,
You
I'm gonna
You
branch
get a
off
bad
from the group
presence, but nothing flags up.
because I see this isn't working at all, and I'm gonna try and stealth. I'm gonna try and branch off this way.
Okay, so if you move as a group, you can make a stealth roll as a group.
Okay, who's coming with me?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we just need to get through
Yeah,
rather than
I don't-
try and fight these things. Just
don't
let's
think-
get to the house.
yeah. I think we should be stealthing our way around the side. I think running through the middle is,
We'll keep
just
Jeff
running
like going through the middle, drawing their attention, and we'll try and sneak
Right.
off through the side.
we sneakily walk off through the side.
Okay, I need everyone to make a stealth roll.
I've got disadvantage.
So
5.
9.
Oh,
wow. 9.
we don't even know he's there.
19.
Where did Blight go?
My arena.
Oh, arena.
Arena. 18.
Arena.
It's in. With you two, Solidus and Bruce clunking along behind, the others somehow managed to mask your sound, and you managed to move stealthily through the first section of the vines.
Excellent.
You get to about here, and Jeff is going forward, with the others encroaching behind.
Jeff.
As
I mean,
Boneclaw,
shouldn't he be heading in the opposite direction, leading them away?
as Boneclaw circles above, and
So Callum's
you
not
hear
giving the
more
orders.
hissing and like cries from the creatures that are around. More objects appear, more groups, and you see
Jesus.
Face flaps.
another 3 groups of 6 appear ahead of you, and one to the left, one
shit.
just ahead. A swarm of ravens fly behind, and almost they circle you shortly, and then fly straight for the winery.
Follow the ravens.
Follow
Said
them
follow
ravens
them, right?
Follow the
So-
ravens.
Let me just read you a piece.
in the stealthiest manner.
At this point, you can either flee for the winery, which would be a dexterity save for you all to see if you get hit on the way, but you would be able to make it. but you need to choose an entrance to go.
Peg it.
Fucking
I say
peg
we
it.
do it and head for the loading bay.
I'm just gonna look at the picture again.
Yeah.
Had an entrance, didn't it?
Loading bay.
Stables and loading dock, which I think is that left portion of the building.
Yeah.
Or there's what I think is the barrel workshop on the right side of the building there.
I mean, I
Time's ticking.
feel
Where
like
you
it's
going?
just look at the draw here, so I'll go with whatever.
Barrels.
I don't.
Right, barrel workshop. We'll head there.
Okay. So you tear your way through the vines, making a beeline for the building at the center of the yard. Above
Callum,
you, the
get Jeff to
ravens
follow us.
squawk and caw as they circle in the air. All around, you can see dark shapes rising between the vines and fence posts. Their needles-covered forms lurching towards you. Ahead of you, one group of blights block your path. There's 6 in a line in front of you. What do? They're about this far away. This is the final hurdle.
So we can just sort of run past, right? But take a
You
dexterity.
can choose. You can try and acrobat. You can take dexterity. You could do stealth. You could cast a quick spell. You could do intimidation.
Ooh, intimidation. I'm quite good at that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and scare. I'm gonna try and intimidate this bushel of men.
Okay. So Solidus, you charge in front of the group. One arm covers them,
Ah!
and you halt them from running. Then you build up your highest, scariest form and make an intimidation check.
It's a 17. I say, get back, you bastard! I'll break your legs.
At first, the vines halt in the pursuit towards you, and then they cock their heads and carry on.
Get back, you bastards. Break
Next
your
check.
legs.
Well,
We all doing that?
anyone else
No,
got
that was
you?
Solidus's intimidation check.
Yeah.
That was a test for you as a group.
Let's just fucking let go. Or you, Blight, can we create a distraction? Blight, you can create an illusion or something, right? Or we just go for it. Uses a spell slot, doesn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah, I could do a minor illusion if needed.
I don't know how well it would. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
We can make an illusion of fire, maybe.
They'll hate that.
I do that.
You can do it on
Sure.
an intimidation check.
Alright, let me try that then.
So I'd say you're trying to intimidate them with fire, so try intimidation.
Fire's scary,
Fuck's sake.
right?
You can do it with advantage because you're using fire.
I got 5.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah, it was 4 plus 1.
Oh no, roll another one to see what you get on your other one.
Oh, sorry. Right,
And take the
right.
higher one.
Is it intimidation?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So, like, you form this fire in your hand and begin to push it towards them, but as it does, you just blaze past because it's it's not real fire, and they just come forward and they fire a volley of needles at everyone. So I need everyone to make a dexterity check.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 6.
Jesus, Blight.
It
I got
fucking
that.
hates me tonight, this
I got
character
a
sheet.
5.
I got 13.
5, 13. Callan,
It's 18.
18. So Callan and Bruce, you managed to dart out the way. Callan, you pull Solidus in front of you. Bruce, you duck behind your brother. Blight and Solidus, 2d6 damage, which I will roll now. Do one for Arena Cat.
Oh yeah. Keep forgetting that. Saving throw. 13.
13. She also manages to dodge behind at the back of the group. Blight and Solidus, you take 4 damage as the needles pierce through your skin. But with the volley of needles firing into you, you manage to duck past and you charge past the Blights.
Nice.
You make your way to the winery.
While this is happening, I yell Kazam. Or, it was Kazam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I am now in control of Jeff because Callan seems quite content with letting him die. And I say, quickly, you tin bitch, run to the barrel shed.
I'm gonna say
Tin
with
bitch.
Jeff's slow movement, he does need to make another dexterity save.
He has to roll.
Yeah.
Where's his sheet?
He should
Irina's
be
going
in
to cast.
your journal as animated
Yeah,
armor.
yeah.
Irina's going to cast aid.
Okay.
And she's going to do it at 3rd level.
1 second. So, Jeff takes another d6 damage.
Yeah.
2d6 damage. I'll just roll it. Hang on, got to close that. Jeff takes 7 damage. Choose up to 3 characters in your range.
Basically,
Cool. Who's she targeting?
3 people get an extra 10 HP because I'm casting it at 3rd level.
Who you casting it on?
Blight, who's squishy? Blight, herself,
How many HP?
get an extra 10 HP. Temporary
Ah.
for 8 hours. What's your HP, Callan and Solidus?
44.
Mine is currently 46.
I
So
mean,
I've
you.
Got to be Callan.
I'm okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on me because I'm gonna get like up close and personal. Sorry, Callum.
It's all right.
So
I've
let's
lost
get
my
you-
familiar. I don't get the HP.
Well, you were
No,
you were
thing
bloody
is there.
much gonna leave
I
him.
wasn't gonna let you. You didn't even give me a chance.
I said. Get
I
him.
say, I shout Kazam,
Yeah.
and I say, kill Solidus.
It doesn't mean that.
Jeff's just like going back and forth, like, oh my god.
Stomp on his lavender head.
Who do we need? God, so many in the party. Jesus
Came
Christ.
off that empty suit of
For
armor.
fellowship, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. So, just so you know, Jeff has 11 hit points left.
Oh dear.
Told you he was dead.
How do we heal him? If is that all?
Can't.
Yeah.
Suit of
he's,
armor.
he's made a tin dude.
Would we
Good
take-
blacksmith.
Just
Well, okay,
left him. That's why I wanted him to take out or at least punch a few because he gets
He's
some
gonna
good
be-
attacks.
It's going to be useful inside though. I think it's
Okay.
useless out here.
Can we heal him?
Yeah, can he like go to a blacksmith and be reforged?
Jeff, go
He's
to a
not
blacksmith. Unless
So-
you ask him to heal himself.
Can Jeff be healed, Paul?
No.
Okay.
He's not human.
But can he be repaired? Because he's not human by that definition.
I'd have to look it up.
Okay,
But
well,
it'd definitely it'd be a specialist repair. It would probably have to be magic involved,
see.
but I will find out
Thank you.
That sounds
if he
like
survives this.
expensive.
So
Sounds expensive.
you charge through, needles fly in behind you, and literally, you know, when you get them arrows and they're just like into the floor as you run forward. So this is literally happening behind you as you charge towards the winery and burst your way into the loading dock. You can all position yourselves where you want in here. This area here is the loading dock that you should be able to see.
Okay.
So, you dash inside the loading dock, the roof covering your escape from the main horde. Yeah. You see a wagon with 3 barrels set braced on the bed. A raised wooden walkway runs along the west, south, and east walls, and through a hole in the ceiling, you see the wooden arm of a loading crane with ropes and hooks dangling from it. Currently in your position, you can see these doors to the south. One of them is open, and that's all that's in this area so far. But you've got the blights following you from the vineyard. So you need to find some way of securing yourself.
Can
Could
we
we do something with-
flip this cart to block the
So,
entrance?
The
shield
way the entrance is, that wouldn't. It's quite tall, so it's higher than the length of the cart. This is like an open area that's easily accessible.
Then should we head inside and close the door?
Yeah, let's head in and barricade it.
Okay.
Okay. So you move inside. If you guys want to move up to here, let me check that everything's. Yeah, you should be able to see a little bit. So, as you look through one door, the large one, you see. The rich smell of fermenting wine fills this large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks. Each one is 8 feet high and 12 feet wide. 12 feet tall. No, 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. A wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs to a 10-foot high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall. This has 4 windows, which blight the windows that you saw from the outside. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are empty barrels of Wizards of the Wine, which have their emblem burnt on the sides. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east wall, ending at the doors, leading to the winery's upper levels. Underneath the 3 sides of the balcony are several doors, some of which hang open, and beneath the sloping roof, thick rafters, are scores of ravens that have quietly gathered and watch you with great intent. So you see, I'll bring them down here so you can sort of see where they are.
Okay. We need to use the barrels and barricade the door if we can. I guess that other exit over there on the left.
Yeah, so this is the room you see in the area where you are, Calendar, the small corridor that you ran into. You see a spiraling ramp that seems to go up through like this layer into the floor above and also down.
Ramp,
The
like
ramp.
for rolling barrels.
Yeah, it's smooth and flat as if it is for rolling barrels and moving barrels between levels.
Jillian frozen here.
This looks like a slide to me.
Can we
This
shift
looks
some
fun.
barrels and just block this door that we came in?
Yeah, is everyone moving into this room?
Yeah.
Okay. So from your
Oh.
So yeah, you move the barrels and you manage to block this door. We'll just use this as a block. You block up this door fairly well with the strength of
I meant the
Solidus
other
and-
door, sorry.
Oh,
The door we
Both,
came in.
both of them.
yeah.
Just in case we need to go out through the down
So
the slide or whatever.
you roll some of the empty barrels through and block that door.
Okay.
And for now, as you get the barrels in place, you hear a of needles and into the other side of them from the door that's now closed. For now, the horde seems to be at bay from that side.
Do we hear any movement in the house? Hear any sounds? Has our presence
Make
been alerted?
I see that was
Perception
pretty
check.
stealthy.
A what check, sorry?
Perception. You can do it as a group if you want to assist.
Oh, that was nearly a 19, but it was a natural one. I can hear fuck all. I've just got really bad tinnitus.
12.
Yeah, you hear nothing.
Give me a-
We all do.
You know,
What are these crows doing?
it was just as a group, so 2 of you could have done it just with advantage. You know that the door on the other side is open. This door is open.
Probably shut them doors.
See that? It's open to
Yeah.
the thing.
Pals.
Run and kick that door shut. Oh shit.
Okay.
The ravens are just watching us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You so you know from your layout that this large door here would be the one that leads out to the veranda. That door is let me just check. So they're chained shut from the inside. So you see where someone's got the 2 large wooden handles and chained them shut and locked it.
What do we reckon? We need to carry on. What are our options? We could go up these stairs here.
Yeah, or there's the
We go down the slide. There
There's
seems to be another doorway with some
stairs.
spiral stairs over here.
Um,
Thoughts?
Let's
It's
go
on
up.
the slide.
Slide sounds fun.
Yippee.
Blight can also go invisible. Maybe check all these areas. See which. See what. Just see.
See?
See.
What do you reckon, Blight?
Yeah.
You feel like you can have
Yeah.
some good rolls for once and
No.
and
No.
sneak around the building, see what you can discover?
All right. Well, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to head upstairs, see what's up there.
So who's going which way?
Oh, is splitting up a good idea?
I think just Blight, invisible Blight. How does it work when if someone's invisible? Does he get advantage on stealth, or does he just?
I don't think they can be detected unless someone uses magic to detect them. Unless they make a noise. If they make a noise, I was just reading the conditions earlier.
Okay.
So
Blight, you could effectively.
invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or special sense. For the purpose of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. Creature's location can be detected by any noise it makes or tracks it leaves. So you'd probably have to make a stealth check. If you rolled really poorly and made
Yeah.
noise, then they'd see it. Attack rolls against you have disadvantage, but you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures.
Maybe go
Right,
take a look around, then Blight. We'll wait
Yeah,
here.
shall I head upstairs?
Blight, you can send me a message as well if you need a backup. We can come, or if you need, or just send me a message. Just let me know what you find.
What's that, me
Also,
son?
Bonecore has gone up and he's perching with the ravens currently.
Cool.
I tell Jeff to go give Callan a hug and
I'm
say.
going to go down the.
So yeah, as he hugs me, I just say, "Kazam."
I like the idea that we pass him back and forth like a basketball.
Whisper
Okay.
it, "Kazam."
He's back
Yes.
with you.
So Blight, you can send a message with your cantrip. That doesn't use any spell slots. You can message any of us to either ask for help or just say what you're seeing. Obviously,
I'll head down this,
Say what
this
you
right slide here.
Okay, so I need you to make
maybe go
an
up the stairs
acrobatics
first
check.
in case you can't get back up the slide,
I need you to make an acrobatics check for descending the ramp.
or just go
And
down.
you're
the
currently
center.
invisible, aren't you?
Yeah. What is it? Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You couldn't get me. I got wings, Kurt.
That is a very good point.
Make it with advantage because you got wings.
I got 17.
17. Okay. So, using the assistance of your wings for balance, you manage to descend down the spiral ramp and into what opens out as a cellar. And this is what you see.
Say what you see. Say what you see.
So, wooden pillars and beams support the 10-foot high ceiling of the ice cold cellar. You notice your breath as you start to descend and the temperature drops. It's split into it's split by two 5-foot brick walls. A thin mist covers the floor, and each half of the cellar features an 8-foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The western wine rack stands empty, but the eastern one is half filled with wine bottles. You notice, hang on, just go back.
Sorry.
Stop moving. You notice that behind the wine rack closest to you, there is what appears to be a forest folk. This person is clad in small strips of animal hide and leather. The hair is like dreaded and twisted, and small bits of leaf and twig around there. This one is a male, although their distinguishing features aren't that clear. Their face looks quite plain and simple. Surrounding it are 5 of the creatures that you saw out in the vines. Their needled shoulders stand pointed as they stand taller than this person, this forest folk in the center. They seem to be crouching and waiting from hearing the noise upstairs.
He's not holding a staff, obviously.
This one doesn't have a staff. He seems to have a small pouch tied to his waist.
Can I, in any way, kill him? Stealthily.
Kill him.
So
I'm asking. I'm not doing it
yeah,
necessarily.
in a sense, you could try to kill him, but any noise you make, like make an attack, would alert them to your area, and they could attack with disadvantage.
And you're by yourself, and you could be stuck there.
Okay,
The
well, at least
thing about trying to kill him is you've got to do enough damage in one hit
To take him out.
to
Yeah.
kill him.
because the priority is the staff, and that it's not down here necessarily. I'm going to keep moving through here to see if anyone is down here with it. Then the priority has to be the staff.
Yeah.
Okay. So you move through the room, up to the other end. You see no
Yeah.
one else down there. It's just these people waiting, crouching, hidden behind the wine rack.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to ascend the stairs again.
Okay, you ascend the stairs,
Yeah.
and you come out on the other side of the room where you were. You enter the room, and you're back.
Okay. There's a forest folk down there, just one.
So for
staff.
all you guys in the room, you're
Oh, yeah,
waiting
there's a
for
voice.
Blight to return, and all of a sudden his voice comes out from the
It's-
opposite
Oh
side.
shit!
Descended.
Jesus! Fucking hell, Blight.
Sorry,
Bit of warning.
as I was saying. We have one down there with 5 blights.
You just say it like right in my ear, just like out of nowhere.
Actually, before I say that, can I give Solidus a wet willy?
Yeah. Solid, does she feel a strange wet sensation in your left ear?
And then I come loose. And then we got one down there.
Okay.
No staff. There's 5 blights.
Okay. Good
It's
work,
not
brother.
the staff though.
Keep going, brother. Let us know.
I guess I'm gonna head upstairs next.
If you get into trouble, message me.
Okay. So, just let's pop you there for now.
Paul, can I just do while this is happening another divine sense?
Yes, you can. And this is celestial, fey, and undead into it.
Celestial, fiend, and undead.
You don't sense
60 feet.
anything within the area.
Are these blight things not fiends then? I don't really know what a fiend. I just thought fiends were any like evil.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It doesn't say it in the title under their name, and I think it would if they were.
Yeah, it probably would. Fair enough.
Okay, so Blight, you see. So now you're on the top level. You see the tops of the vats. You notice the one on the east side has a crack down the side that you hadn't noticed when you're on the ground level. The 4 vats stand with little platforms next to it. There's 2 stairs on either side that lead to doors.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the left door.
This one?
But can I take a close look at this right vat with a crack in it?
Yeah, from up here you can't really see anything. The crack's on the ground level,
Oh, fine. I'm gonna
but you see it
Yeah.
on the side.
I'm gonna head to the left.
While Blight, yeah, this is a good point actually. While Blight is up there, can I like just search the room for anything that might help, anything?
Yeah, so you see this crack on the vat. The rest is empty wine barrels.
Okay, can I take a look inside?
Yeah, as you put your eye to the crack, you see what looks like a mass of twigs. As soon as the light is blocked by your face, a cracking and
Oh, fuck's sake.
like twisted wood noise begins, and pushing you backwards, 24 twig blights
What?
burst out of the vat and begin to fill the space. And I need everyone to
Ooh.
roll initiative.
Oh, come on. You.
24?
What he said.
That's too many.
Ooh, I got 22.
So, sorry. So Solidus 22,
Yeah.
11.
11 for Bruce. Will you roll for Irina as well?
Uh-huh.
12 for me.
12 for Blight. What'd you get, Callum?
15 plus 2, 21.
21.
Initiative is she doesn't have initiative on her sheet, so is it just a d20 with your dex modifier?
Plus your dex modifier, yeah.
2.
She got 2.
Well, I clicked the dex with that. Roll a d20 with. Is that how it would
1d20 plus 1 dex, 17 plus 1. Or the negative. We'll take the first for her, so she got 18. And Blight, roll for Bone Claw. And
Oh dear. 6.
6 for Bone Claw. I also need to roll for those.
Does Jeff need it as well?
Jeff will need one, I presume.
Or does Jeff go on my go?
Yeah, you can go on your go if you want, because you command him.
You have to command him.
So
yeah, what
command word will be like a free thing. I just need to roll for one more. Okay, right. Well, that's a long fucking thingy. So top of the round is Solidus. Solidus, what you see is twig blights begin to pour out of here. So currently we'll say that they have filled this area with the like so.
We've done some of these twig bastards before, haven't we? In the woods outside.
They're not particularly
He's,
strong,
he's-
but there's 24 of the fuckers.
Huh.
We might
That's a
want
lot.
to just run upstairs or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna get stuck in.
There's nothing downstairs. It's got to be something upstairs, so might as well join me. So let's not get stuck.
Right, I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay, roll for attack.
How bad? 23.
23 hits, roll for damage.
10.
10, you shatter it into pieces.
So these boys
and
are
it
easy.
turns to dust in front of you. Another one fills the gap
damn
afterwards
it.
on its 10. But yeah, you shatter it and it just wood flies everywhere.
With my
Cuts straight through.
second attack action, I hit the other one on my other side. Diddle, 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 diddle. 19.
19 hits, roll for damage.
Diddle, diddle. 7.
7, smashes it into smithereens.
Fun.
So, yeah.
I'm
that's your
wondering
turn.
with my bonus action, I can do a pommel attack.
Yeah. You're in range with the one ahead of you.
That other one. All right then. 24. I'm rolling like an absolute demon.
Tank. Roll for damage.
Fucking hell. 6 damage.
6 destroys it. So while Bruce, you're sort of like looking back and forth, like where should we go? Where should we go? Solidus charges up to these twigs that are just spewed out of this tank.
I say, get out of
And he
here!
literally just goes, douche, douche, smash, and 3 of them just turn into tinder at his feet.
Nice.
He literally just looks back and a smile on his face like a kid in a toy shop.
Oh,
Alright,
and a
Callum.
massive stonk on boner.
You're going.
There's still 21 left though.
That's fine, I can do it.
Yeah, I can't see. Can't see them.
You don't. I'd say you'd have a line of sight. Oh, is it blocked because of the stairs?
Look, because of these barrel things.
The
I
bats.
can't
I reckon
actually
if
see them.
seen the couple that I killed.
You could hold an action.
Or just move.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I
'Cause-
don't get my ambusher ability if I hold it. I don't think. So, like,
Just going to the loo, guys.
Okay.
it says if you take the attacks action, So on my first go, if I take the attack action, I get an additional attack with that weapon. So I could have 3 attacks here.
I'd say
A move. Woo.
let's say for the sake of this, yeah. If you stay there and hold your action, when you see one, you'd get an attack. But whether you 2-3 is, that would be the thing.
Yeah.
You only get that if you stay still. Is that right?
No, it's just it's one of my abilities. So like at the start of my go, I get an extra 10 feet. This is only like this first round.
So what? So why
So my
would it?
first turn, I get an extra 10 feet, and then I get to take an extra attack if I attack on this action.
Okay.
But I'll just hold. I'll just wait.
What are you
I know
waiting
something's
for?
there, so just waiting for Twig Blade to get past the wall of Solidus, and then I will shoot it in the face.
Okay, cool. So it's now the Twig Blights go. So they begin to spill out. So you would see one at this point, Callan, move in front of Irina.
Okay.
So if you want to take a shot at him, and you also see one past Solidus.
Okay. I get 2 shots, so I'll take shots on these front 2.
Okay. Roll for attack.
So the top one, 26,
Hits. Roll for damage.
7.
7. Yep. An arrow just flies past Irina as she turns to see this small twig creature about to attack her, and it just shatters it into smithereens.
Who's next, Paul?
Who's next?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still Callan's got another shot on the
I
one
know.
behind.
I just want to know who's next. If
Oh,
it's
after
Irina
Twig
or me.
Blights. Twig Blights, Irina, then
Okay.
Blight,
Just
Bruce.
so I can get ready for what I need to do. That's all.
Yeah.
28 on the second one.
Yep, hits. Roll for damage.
8 damage.
Does it. Solidus, as you prepare to swing for your next attack, this one just shatters into smithereens in front of you. An arrow flies between your legs.
Slip him a little wink.
So it's still the Twig Blights go, so they all still just
2
move
arrows.
forward. The space is just filling up with extras, like crawling over each other, almost like a swarm. And 3 of them are going to attack Solidus, Irina, and Bruce. So I'll just do 3 rolls. Oh, Jesus. 18 on Solidus.
Damn, that gets me.
It's actually 18 plus 3.
Oh dear.
So 1d4 plus 1 piercing. 5 piercing damage as he
5
finds a small gap in your knee plate
piercing
and
damage.
jabs his little twiggy hands in. Against Irina,
These things fight back.
these things roll really well. 11, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, just that hit just hits.
Meets it, beats it. 2, 3 piercing damage on Irina. I'll take it off on here if you want.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can do it.
And then Bruce, one goes for you. It's 13.
Miss.
Misses. This one just can't quite find the gap in your armor. You see it trying to like get his little twiggy hands in, but it doesn't
Fuck
find
off,
it.
Twiggy.
And that's everyone that can attack. So that is their go. So it's Irina.
She
Engaged with the
is.
2 in front.
Yeah, if she moved, would she have opportunities from both of them? Or is one on me?
She'd have opportunity from both because she's moving out of both their 5 range.
Okay. In that case, she's gonna hit this one here.
Okay, roll for attack.
With a mace, I guess.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
And 3 damage.
3 bludgeoning.
Oh, that's shit. 1d6
Yeah, it's
plus
it's just
0.
1d6, yeah.
So she goes to hit it, and she almost cuts it in half, but there's just a quarter of it left, so it's so close. It's nearly gone, but it's not. Just almost like a thin twig left. Anything else?
I didn't know she could do this. I guess it doesn't matter now. She can, like, as a reaction, she can parry. So she could have
Alright.
had 2 on her AC against that first guy that attacked her.
Okay, well, she can use it next time.
Yeah.
Um,
She's
well, she could use it now if she wanted to leave.
okay. Yeah, she's gonna head up the stairs.
Okay, and she parries on the way out, so that one makes opportunity attack for 6, 9,
Miss.
and 6.
Miss.
She heads upstairs, Kurt, and she is met with Blight.
Hey, Red.
Okay.
Okay, Blight, it's your go.
Uh,
Do you want to go down so you can see what's happening?
yeah, I'm kind of curious.
So just for now, I'll put you two up here so you can sort of see the action. So before you see the twig blights surrounding Solidus and Bruce, and they just keep pouring out of this vat.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my ass down there and help.
Okay. So you can move 5, 10, 15, 20, wherever you want to go.
I'll go to this guy and I'm gonna attack with my. I'll just go for this guy with the rapier and booming blade.
Okay, roll for attack.
Oh, 18. Sorry, 24.
That hits. And roll for damage plus sneak attack.
You get 3d6 for sneak attack. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
he's
this guy's dead.
He's dead. Yeah. This is the guy who's got 1 HP left, so you just slice through whatever was left of him and he's gone.
Oh, fine, okay.
That it for now.
Yeah.
You could use your reaction to disengage and move back 1 if you wanted.
I'll do
your
that.
bonus
Go back
action.
up the stairs. Hello.
So use 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to there if you wish.
Go on, I'll get on the stairs.
Okay. Bruce. Take him to Browntown.
I guess I'm just gonna whack them all. Yeah, I'll hit the one next to me.
Okay. Roll for damage. Roll for attack even.
Natural 20, 26.
Yeah. Crits.
12 damage.
Yeah. Absolute smithereens. There's like, like in a wood shop when there's bits of wood like flying off when the people are cutting it, like from a chainsaw. It's like that in this room.
So, for some reason, my line of sight is stuck on Arena's line of sight, which is really annoying.
Is it?
Yeah, because I've got multiple characters here I can move around, I guess.
I'll just put it there for now for you.
It doesn't matter. That's worse for some reason. I don't know, it's fucked up. It doesn't matter. Is this one here, like, engaged?
Yeah, but you could move to here because you're still in his radius. It's up to you.
I move to there and attack him.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, roll for damage.
10.
Which one are you taking out? This one?
Yeah, is there just...
Oh, that one. Okay.
Just, yeah, that one, why not?
He's gone. There you go.
He go.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys are picking off these things, the ravens begin to caw and fly down. So they each fly down and attack one, and as they come down, you see them just pick them up, take them up to the ceiling, and just drop them down to the ground, and they literally shatter to pieces on the floor. There's 4 groups of them swooping down, and they manage to clear up all the ones that are currently there. So they're just getting like carried up to the ceiling, thrown around against the wall and stuff like that, just shattering into pieces as they smash against the wall. The ravens then go back up and they're circling in the roof above. Boneclaw.
Can you do the same then? Just batter any of them?
Yeah, I'll say that he can probably see another one exiting the thingy, so he could take that one out.
Cool. Do that.
Sweet. Solidus and Callan.
Well, looks like our work here is done.
You can hold your action if you want.
Yeah.
You can still hear sounds coming from inside this tank.
Can
Okay.
we block it with anything, like a barrel or something?
It's about a 2-foot crack in the side of this vat.
Which vat?
It's this one right at the end, if you can see it.
Right. You
Yeah.
could open it and then I do my spell, which has an area effect of 20. Sorry, range is 20 feet.
What's the
So
spell?
it's a ground. It's a 20-foot radius centered on a point, and it's basically like spike vines.
Okay.
So if anything that moves through it takes 2d4 piercing damage every 5 feet it wants to move through it.
Does it always cover the 20 feet, or can you cast it less?
No, it's just 20 feet radius centered on a point. So if I put it on this point,
Yeah.
pretty much like fill the room.
Would it hit
That end of the
Bruce
room
and
anyway.
Solidus?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
It
could
might.
we could just go upstairs and you could do it.
You could call out for him to run.
Yeah. I could just get Jeff to open the lid and then just cover the room in spiked vines. And they just pop out.
These
That's
guys are just going to keep pouring out until they're gone.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's the one way of getting rid of them.
How many's left, Paul?
If
10.
Oh, we could do 10.
Yeah,
Have 'em.
save your spell slot. Let's just
They
go.
made a shit. Right. I ready my action. I'm ready to smash some more.
Okay. Did you want to ready an action, Callan?
yeah, I'm going to ready an action to shoot. I'll get Jeff to go stand by it, ready to smash when it comes
What's
out.
Jeff's speed?
About that.
Bollocks, is it? I'm gonna find him.
25.
It's a speed.
25,
25 feet.
15, 20, 25, so he can make it to the bottom of the stairs.
Forget it, Jeff.
Forget
He's a
Jeff. It's
hunking-
Chinatown.
He's a hunking piece of armor. He's not like Speedmobile. Okay. So as you hold your actions, with the brief silence, more begin to pour out and fill the void where they were before. You guys can take your reactions. Callan and Solidus.
Right. No, I can't remember. Yeah, enters my area. He's gonna get. Yeah. Right. Reaction is 7.
7 to hit.
Excellent.
Yeah, it misses. It's
Ow.
too fast. Your halberd swings too wide. Sticks into the wall.
Piss
Callan.
slips.
Okay.
Loose.
Shoot this guy.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, natural 20.
Yeah. Dude, rough
29.
damage.
Okay, go for it.
It gets 2d8 plus 4. 11
Plus
damage.
4. Yeah, he's gone. They got HP at 4, so if anything's plus 4,
Okay.
just tell me and I'll get rid of them straight away.
Okay. So then, can I shoot again, or is that?
I'll say because you rolled the 20, yeah, you can shoot again.
19.
19. Yeah, bye-bye. Okay, so that's your 2 thingies. This twigger's going to have a go at you. Solidus. 20. Not a natural, though.
Good.
For 3 piercing damage. And
Ah.
Bruce, these 2... Oh, actually 2 could have a go, couldn't they?
Yeah,
Right,
they
another one for you, Solidus.
Nope.
18.
Yep.
4 damage. Bruce, these 2 are at you. Natural 1
Oh, come.
and 14.
Miss.
Solidus, whatever it is, wherever the weak point they found, they just keep getting there with their little twiggy
Get me
hands.
like
I'm
the
just
current-
holding my shield in front of me. They're just like
Yeah.
scratching against it.
Yeah.
Like, will you fuck off?
Yeah.
How many more is in there?
Right. Blight. No, sorry, Irina. Then Blight, then Bruce.
Irina hasn't got anything at distance. She's just gonna stay upstairs.
Okay.
Wait, just sort of crouched, hiding, waiting.
No worries. Looking over the banister.
Oh, actually, she can do a sacred flame cantrip.
Yeah, cool. What's the
Yeah.
range?
60 feet.
Oh yeah, easy.
So she just fires one at the closest one she could see. Maybe, preferably the one next to me here.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh Jesus. Natural 1.
Then it
I think
takes.
that's a fail.
Oh, it's 1d8. I'll just roll 1d8, 1d8. 4.
Nice. Burst into the flame.
That's okay.
Awesome. Blight.
Yeah, can I get near any of them? I don't know if I can.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. You could get right into here and you'd have range around, I'd say, with these 2.
Yeah, cool. I'll hit this guy with my rapier.
Yeah.
$20.
20 hits, yeah, roll for damage.
17.
Awesome.
Nice.
Just smashes him into pieces. You disengage and going back, or?
I'm gonna stay in there.
Cool. Bruce?
I can't see what's around me.
You
Yeah,
have you.
I just.
You have a brother either side.
Hey, bro. Just smash this one in front of me.
Cool.
Will you
Rough
please
damage.
fuck off? 16 to hit.
Hits. Roll
8
for damage.
11.
11. Bye-bye. Smash. Pieces of wood everywhere. The ravens come and pick up these 2. Solidus, you try and swing at the one as it gets taken by the ravens, but then they just drop it and it smashes to pieces. Boneclaw takes out another one as it tries to come out. And then, just before you guys come out, there's 2 last ones that almost creep out of the thingy. And instead of fighting, they just scuttle straight past you 2. Or try to, this is out of combat. And then disguise themselves as the sides of the wood barrel, but you do see them, so you can take them out if you wish.
Yes.
2 finishing blows from you 2. You can just describe what you do.
I just.
Just 2.
Walk over to it. And, like.
And this weird wood thing is just like the side of the barrel, like.
I just, like, go down to eye level, like. I can still see you. I just smash my shield into it, just smash it into the wall. It just explodes into the wall.
Nice. The side of the barrel has a small dent from where you do it. Like, how do you want to kill yours?
I grab it by the throat and say, God would. Oh, I got wood. Yeah, I put it on the floor and stamp on its head.
Nice. Nice. And after that bout of an interesting battle, the room goes quiet. The floor now littered with the remains of 24 twig blades. Irina, who is upstairs, sees a door on the other side shut on the left-hand side of the winery. So it's like basically above where the animated armor is on that level. She sees the door
Stuart.
open ever so slightly and then shut.
Getting there.
She just like whispers down. It appears we have lost the element of surprise.
Let's go up there, boys.
I pick up a twig and chuck it in Jeff's direction. Like, Jeff, fetch.
Let's get up those stairs.
I go upstairs.
Okay. Is everyone moving up?
Yeah, all of us.
Jeff.
Alright, I'll move you on to the other layer. Solidus, where are you going?
I'm going
Yeah,
up.
see you.
Nope. No. Don't
Yeah.
leave me.
Set you up. So again, as you come up here, you get the elevated view of the winery. The ravens are perched in the rafters above you. They now begin to caw and just tend to their wings where they've been slashed by the twigs slightly. None of them are too injured, but some of them have been hit. Boneclaw comes back to you, Blight. So up here you have the entrance to the west. This was the door that Irina says moved. She says to you as soon as you come up, over there, I saw the door, it just closed.
Okay. And the other door over there is closed, right?
Yeah, that one's shut as well.
Let's head to the left one if it's just closed.
What do you reckon? Send Jeff in?
What is...
What do you reckon, Callan? I vote you or Jeff.
Which door? This door?
This door.
Yeah.
Oh,
This door.
go check it if you want, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta kick it in.
Kick in the door.
Okay.
Not quite leave.
No.
Second. So,
Actually, Jeff kicking the door.
so Jeff kicks through the door, and it just shatters on its hinges. In the back of your mind, Callan, you're like, I'm sure they said not to destroy stuff, but Jeff smashes through the door anyway. And
That would
you
require a mind.
you see a corridor outside. Well, if you go through.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll onto the
Okay.
corridor.
So, the door to your right is ajar, and you can see what appears to be something inside. On the left, the corridor leads to stairs that go down.
Go stealthy. Not that you need to.
Give me a stealth roll.
Okay. 23.
23. Okay. You managed to get to the door. What do you wish to do? Do you want to peer through?
Yeah.
You can probably
please.
see. Can you see on your thing?
I can see the ghosty looking things and a man with is that a knife?
So that's what you can see. You can see a figure dressed similar to the forest folk. That Blight saw downstairs described to you. And you can see two figures. These are like twisting piles of vine that appear to be around the shelving next to it.
Don't want to tussle them.
Does he have a
Can Bruce see me
staff?
through the gap in the door?
Can Bruce see you
I
through
can't
the
see
gap in the
you,
door?
yeah.
Time to
D&D
can I
Beyond.
beckon him but with the shush?
Yeah, Bruce, make a stealth roll.
Can you see a staff?
I'd say
Are
through
you
the
shouting
door.
that?
You probably can't tell.
I can't see. I just go, no! I can't.
I got 2 on stealth roll. I don't do stealth.
Okay. As Bruce barges through the door, the figure ahead of you, Callan, is alerted, and I need you all to roll for initiative again.
You goddamn fools.
Bruce.
6.
4.
24.
20. So Solidus 4.
22.
Callan 24. Blight 22. Bruce
6.
Bruce 6. More than Solidus. Irina.
Why are you getting really high rolls on your fucking initiative? Oh, Arena, fuck off, Arena. Keep forgetting about you. Initiative 11.
11. Okay. Callan, you're top of the round.
I'm gonna kick in the door and shoot the guy.
Okay. So I'll just tell you what you see as you kick it in. So you kick open the door to a small chamber with a desk and a chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange contraption that takes most of the northern end. 3 creatures are here. One appears human, but is caked with dirt and mud, so it's hard to know for sure. Her hair is full of twigs and her face is hidden behind a veil of moss. She's rooting through the contents of the cabinet haphazardly, but she's turned in your direction when the noise was cast. Beside her stand 2 creatures, and these creatures are made entirely of dead vine, but again formed into a humanoid shape. So you want to make attack against the forest folk? Yeah.
One here.
Okay, roll for attack.
Okay. So I can use my ambush thing.
Oh yeah.
Let me just read that.
Did Jeff roll initiative?
Oh no, Jeff hasn't. We need to roll Jeff.
I'll roll it.
Hello, Jeff. I forget your
Let's
party
see
is
how
like
again. Is it?
your party's like 20 strong.
He just goes up for D20 because he doesn't have any decks.
So
I just
16.
Yeah, 16. What's the second number for? I don't get. Is that for advantage?
Yeah, if you want to do advantage or disadvantage.
Okay.
16, Jeff. I don't have a Jeff token. I do now.
So to take the attack action, you can make an additional weapon that deals an extra. So I can do. I'll do the extra one first.
Okay.
And it does an extra 1d8 on top
Cool.
of
If you hit.
hit per hit. Yeah. 16 plus 9, 25.
25 hits. Roll for damage.
So it does 10, and then an extra d8. So 13 on the first one.
13, nice. And then roll for your other attack.
Yep.
This arrow, you just see it pierce straight through. This person's not wearing much armor, just like animal hides and stuff, and your arrow just pierces into her shoulder. Does quite a lot of damage.
9 plus 9, 18.
18 to hit. Hits.
Yep.
Roll for damage.
So 11 damage.
Whew, Jesus.
And
So,
then
go
one more
on.
shot.
Oh, Jesus. So this other one, like, you pierced her in the left, you pierced her in the right. She's fallen back
13 plus
against the
9,
thing.
so 22 against her
Yep.
AC.
Roll for damage.
9.
Whew, Jesus. You literally just make a pincushion out of her. And she falls. She's pinned back on this machine. Her body just drapes. The arrow's sticking out of her chest. She's dead.
Nice one, dude.
I'm going to move to the
Nice.
side
Okay.
to let other people through.
That was an insane attack. Okay. So Blight, you're next. So far, you've heard the shout of Callan back through the door. You've heard Bruce smashing into the door frame as he tried to move through, and then you've heard 3 arrows and a as they stick into a body.
Can I get in the room? 5, 10. 15. Can I get in there?
Where were you?
I was behind
20,
Irene.
25. You could get to there. That would be all your movement now.
First, down here, can I fire an arrow in there? At this dude?
Yeah. So you fire it at the massive dead vines.
Yeah.
So roll for attack.
16.
16 hits. Roll for damage.
9.
9. Okay. So, your arrow flies true and stabs into it almost gets entangled in the vines of this dead vine creature, but it does seem to cut a chunk out as it goes through. That you for now, Blight?
Yeah. Can I step away?
Yeah.
You've used all your movement.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I thought my last
Can you use your
movement
bonus to dash?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, what's your movement speed?
was it 35 or something? 30, sorry.
So you've used 30. You could fly, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna get behind Jeff here.
Okay. So you use your wings to push yourself back and fly back down the corridor.
It's getting cluttered here, isn't it?
It's Jeff.
Get him in there.
J-Dog.
Jeff, get in, stand over the body.
Jeff goes in and mounts his armored plated feet up over the dead forest folk.
He can attack twice.
He gets multi-attack, yeah.
Slay him. He's gonna slay him. Attacking the one on the right first. +4.
13 hits.
13
Just.
+4.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
1d6 +2.
So this is the one that
8
hasn't been
damage.
hit yet, isn't it?
Yeah, 8 damage on the one to the right.
Cool.
I
So
might
his
just hit him
fist-
again, to be fair, actually.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lam him.
Go, Jeff.
Nope.
Natural 1. So as his first fist goes in and he tries to pull it back, the vines sort of entangle him. He punches so hard it gets stuck in this creature's chest and he's like with his inanimate arm. Okay. Well, it would have been the forest folk, but they're dead. So it's Irina.
Irina steps in here,
Mhm.
and she will do Sacred Flame.
Don't burn down the winery.
Sacred Flame has to do a dexterity saving throw for this one front one.
Yeah, no worries. 13. 1-3.
What is a spell save DC 25? Jesus, that can't be right.
Her spell save DC would be her. Is it a wisdom plus a wisdom modifier? 17?
I don't know, if I'm honest.
Hang on. Let me just have a look.
Is it on the D&D Beyond one, maybe?
Yeah,
Spell save DC says 13 on there.
Oh, does it?
Wisdom is 15 now.
It wouldn't have done it anyway because it only rolled 13. So either way, it hits. Then I'll remember how to do it for the next one.
Okay.
So what does it get? Damage?
1d8 radiant damage. 5. 5 radiant
awesome.
damage.
So this blast of fire just burns a hole in its chest and it starts to eat through its dead viney flesh. Okay, that's Irina for now. Unless you want to move or anything.
Should just sort of back up behind Blight.
Okay. Bruce, it's you.
Out of the way. I come steaming through. Chung, 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 chung. Ah! Swing my sword at this big guy.
Okay, roll for attack.
Oh, I'm on Irina's fucking thing. Piss off. 14.
14 hits.
Oh no, I rolled the wrong one. 6 damage.
6 damage. You're whittling away. He's nearly there. He's literally like a couple of limbs
I
come loose.
attack again. Take that and that. 21.
21 to hit. Yeah, hits.
And
Roll for damage.
this 9.
9. You slice through it and it just drops into a pile of dead vines on the floor.
Don't mess with the wine.
So just for future, spell save is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier. So proficiency bonus would be 2 plus your intelligence.
Plus 2.
So it would have been 12, but we'll know that for next time. Okay. Solidus. Jesus Christ. These vines
Hooray.
rolled a natural 1 on
I'm not gonna get to go.
on thingy,
That's
yeah.
right.
Well, while they're finding out over there, I'm gonna go through this door.
Okay. Let me open that up for you.
Where are you?
He's not with you.
Oh, you're down.
Um,
Okay.
Ooh.
So you enter this space, Solidus, and I'll just say what you see. So this room has a wooden floor, which is 10-foot square, hole cut in the middle. This is like a platform that you saw when you came in for the loading dock. You can
Right.
see the cart underneath, and you see the wooden winch that was holding the rope hanging down. Perched atop is a man with wild hair and rotten teeth, skin painted red with blood. He wears a gnarled staff made of black branch and babbles at you in a language you don't understand. Actually, what languages do you know?
Off the top of my head, not many, but I can double check. Maybe because I'm sort of wild. I don't understand it. Where would I know my languages?
I think it'll say it in.
It says it on your
Your main
sheet,
sheet, bottom left.
bottom left. Yeah.
Oh. Common and giant. All right, never mind.
You don't understand what he says at first, but after he sort of tilts his head when he sees that you're not comprehending, you do hear the words "winter splinter" and "destroy."
Don't like those words.
And almost like a harsh tone. He says, like, "Winter splinter, he will come, he will destroy." And then it's your go, because he needs to roll initiative. 6. What do you want to do to him?
I'm gonna go up and fist him.
Nice.
Can I grapple him?
Yes. So strength check. Yeah, strength versus strength.
Okay.
So you make your roll.
18.
Against natural 1.
Oh,
You manage to get both your arms around him, and you begin to crush him in like a bear hug.
And then I toss him out the window.
You throw him down the gap.
No, through the window. Actually, down the gap sounds kind of fun. I'll do it down the gap.
Okay, you throw him down the gap, which is enough to do. He would fall. I think it's.
Isn't
10
that where
foot
it's like outside where the barrel? Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Let me just see how high it is.
I hope you break something.
I think it's about 10 feet, isn't it? And full damage is 1d6 for every 10 foot. So he takes 1d6 damage, drop roll here. 2. So due to the barrels being slightly higher than the ground, he doesn't take as much damage, but he does fall on his back, and you see like a brain crack as he lands. Is that the end of your game?
I spit off the edge.
Nice. Oh, dear. Cool. That was Solidus. Right, Vine Blight. Finally. So who can he see? He can see the armor, and he can see Bruce.
He's engaged with the armor, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd say he is. So you see him like his arms go into himself, and all of a sudden he crouches down. The burst of energy comes out, and within a 15-foot radius, so the entire room is covered in grasping roots and vines that shoot out from it and like begin to claw up you. So I need you to make a DC 12 strength saving throw, and I need the armor and Bruce to make it.
Sorry, so
DC. Oh, sorry, I'm telling you DC. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
right. Strength saving throw. 7.
7. What did the armor get?
Am I rolling for it?
No, Callan. You need to roll for your animated armor.
What is it that I'm rolling for?
Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Here's a +2. So 12.
12. So the armor is not restrained, but Bruce, you are restrained. So your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage. And you have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay. And that will end its go for now. So I'll give you
Need a bit of help in here.
So top of the round, Callan.
See it, but if I stand
I'll move that out of the way.
behind Bruce, I can shoot past him over his shoulder.
You could try.
Okay. Don't get a 1. Don't get a 1. Don't
Yeah.
get a 1. Okay. 28 on the first one.
28 hits, rough damage.
7.
Let's have a look. Take some off. You managed to fire past Bruce as he's covered in these vines that now constrict his body, but it shoots in, cuts one of the limbs, which was going for the animated armor, and the animated armor's free, which it was anyway. But
Second attack, I'll do it again.
okay. Roll for
23.
attack. 23 hits. Roll for damage.
9.
Nice. This thing's not looking good. It's literally got a couple of vines left, just managing to keep hold of Bruce, but it's really on its last limbs. There's holes, gaping holes everywhere where bits have fallen off.
Does Bruce look like he can? I think I'll wait. I'll go back. Hey.
Okay. Blight.
I'm gonna head close, and I'm gonna try and finish it off with a crossbow.
Cool.
Bow, sorry.
I'm just like, it's hand up, I'm just like,
Yeah.
just move it
One of the
another way.
vines is coming around. It's almost like muzzle in your mouth.
Is it
They're starting to creep into your
a grapple
orifices.
thing?
Don't miss.
He's restrained.
Don't miss.
Is it like an opposed grapple he has to break out?
He'd have to do a DC 12 strength check, I think, yeah, to get out.
Just rolled a 12 like short bow.
12 hits. Easy peasy.
Shit.
Roll for damage.
6 damage.
Nice. You fire the final bolt and it comes through, cuts the vines, and immediately all the vines that were extended into the room retract and just die on the ground. And the room is now clear.
Ooh, thanks, brother.
Time.
So it's sort of weird now because you guys aren't in combat, but Solidus is.
Shit.
So we'll skip to, it will be the druid first and then Solidus. So the druid, I mean the forest folk, wink.
It's a druid.
Solidus, you see him as he lands, he then gets up and you just see him run towards, you see him run out actually. You see him
Good
run out the
riddance.
way you guys came in.
I'm glad that situation's over. And we'll have no repercussions.
So you are out of combat for now. And the room is still again.
You guys okay?
Fine.
Excellent.
Yep. Are you?
Have you made your way back?
Yeah.
Can I just search this room for anything of interest?
Yeah, do you want to search the bodies?
The body, yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm going to stay over here, Paul.
Okay, no worries.
Sorry. I'm just looking around.
So the vine creatures are literally just made up of dead vines, so you find nothing there. On the druid forest person, you find 22 copper pieces and a component pouch, which has small bits of moss and stuff like that, which it seems it casts its magic with.
Okay.
The room itself, now that it's not filled with people,
They were looking for something in here.
Yeah.
yeah, now it's not filled with people. You see that this would be a printing press room. The large contraption at the back seems to be a press used to make the wine bottle labels, and you can see some of the labels of like the Red Dragon Crush and stuff like that printed on the side.
Nothing else.
That's everything you find.
Okay. I head out. Solidus, are you okay? What happened? Oh, I can't get to you from there.
No.
Let me say.
He just
Solidus?
looks mental running down there. Solidus.
Solidus, you okay?
Yeah, I pushed a guy. He was a little loser, but I pushed him.
You pushed him.
Yep, pushed him off the balcony.
Where did he go?
He ran off. It was fine. He's long gone. So don't you worry about it.
Okay.
There's a
He
door
did
over
have a
here.
staff with him.
He had a staff. Did he have? He had a staff, didn't he? Yeah.
I think that's our guy.
Well, where did he go?
You just saw him run underneath where you were stood.
Well, he's gone, so that's fine.
Can I check these other rooms?
Yeah. Let me get the doors for you. So you open them up to find small sleeping quarters. You find everything's been left in a bit of a hurry. The beds are unmade. There's small like children's toys, and you can make out that it would have been where the family stayed at the winery.
Mm-hmm.
Can I open this door?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So you push it open, and you find a small corridor in front of you.
Can I open this door?
Yeah. So when you open this one, the room contains a rectangular table surrounded by 8 chairs, an L-shaped cupboard, floor-to-ceiling closet pantry. Next to the pantry is a small iron stove. You can see this is the area where they prep their meals. Bruce, you open it and see Solidus in the same
Hi.
room.
Hi.
Excellent. I'm gonna open this door.
Okay. So as you open this door, an interesting sight meets your eyes. You see before you one of these forest folk crouched over a body on the bed. You can see shackles that have chained the body to the bed, and the body looks quite beaten and bruised. It's an elderly man in similar clothes
Oh
to
shit,
that you've seen
that's Davian.
that Adrian was wearing.
Oh, I forgot about him.
As soon as you open the door, the forest folk turns, distracted from its work, and roll for initiative.
Do
In
we get
fact,
a surprise
that is
attack on
where,
him?
yeah, I'd say you get surprised, but that's where we'll leave it.
Okay.
Ready for next week,
Okay.
Okay.
because this seems like a good point in the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, time
Very
flies
good.
so fast.
So you're not doing bad. You've cleared out a lot of the woodwork.
There's so much I'm going to cast on this guy.
All fire based.
Yeah,
Does this guy look like the leader or just a generic forest folk man?
just looks similar to the forest folk that you've seen previously.
Does the
She
leader
didn't
look
even
more
get a
like the
chance
guy
to
with the
say anything,
staff?
did she? She's about to say, "We're on
Yeah.
your side."
Yeah,
Eat arrows,
it's the
lady.
guy in the bed that's bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, you made good progress in the winery, I think. Find your way
Yeah.
around all right.
Yum, yum.
Ah, very good. Cheers, Paul.
It's all right.
Yes, thank you, Paul.
So
Yeah,
we'll
thanks.
pick up in
Thanks again, Paul.
a fortnight if you want. Pick up in here, get the
Yeah,
winery
sounds
done, and then see where we go from there.
Sure.
Awesome.
fellas, thanks for that. Good fun.
Right. No worries, guys.
Bye, everyone.
We'll
Bye, guys.
see you in a couple of weeks.
Catch you on the flip
Bye.
flops.
See you
Bye-bye.
later, alligator.